Hi, baby. Look here. There's the new little one. Look how pretty. Yeah, they are. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to dive into how the Europeans are the hottest topic on social media, reactions to Texas barbecue, and to America. People are being blown away. Okay, okay, let's just get this out of the way. The QR code's up there, and it's the Cash App. If you need it, we will put it back up there. Here's the thing. You want to support the channel, it's going across the screen there. Super chats, all donos will be read out loud. Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, you can check them out right there going across the screen. Or if you need the QR codes, I will put them on the screen if you request it. Only if you're serious about supporting us streamers. Today, we're going to jump into the hot topics of Europeans over here for the World Cup, the FIFA, soccer. Like a lot of us, soccer is trending in America, especially with the youth, but it's not like major like in their countries. Like I heard one of them say, they were touring a high school football field, and they're like, "This is crazy." The colleges, like we have like, one team for their colleges in Europe and different places, and it's like we have 7 people and dog shits everywhere. They don't have stadiums, they don't have any of that stuff. So we're gonna kind of just jump into it. It's Friday. Welcome everybody. If you celebrate that Juneteenth stuff, good for you. Whatever. I think it's kind of ridiculous. It's like a made up holiday, but okay, whatever. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to show reactions on the, Europeans, the world soccer. I think America is playing today. So we're going to jump into that. And like I said, I hope everybody's having a good Friday. We got hopefully a good clear weekend going on. It's 79 here in East Tennessee. Also, probably going to do some riding this weekend as long as the rain holds out. I'm waiting for it to dry up now. It rained all morning where I'm at here because I was going to go get on the bike and ride today, but the roads are still wet. So I'm trying to wait for the sun to dry. If the sun's out, just wait for it to dry up. I was going to do a video too. And we're going to bring a lot more videos to the channel. So let's jump into this. Sorry if you guys hear little kitty cats meowing in the background. We are outdoor cat. Barn cats have had kittens. She disappeared. So we've had to bring them to the porch, and we're bottle feeding. So excuse the kittens if you hear them, guys. I apologize for that. We're going to jump into this, man, and we're going to show some people and their reactions on how the Europeans. What's up, Salty Badger? Good to see you, buddy. Afternoon chopper loaded on. Oh yeah, way to the Valhalla Custom Builders Showcase. Cool, man. Righteous and right on. Someone asked, "Why you smoke on your channel?" I said, "We don't like it." I said, "Well, I'm a smoker." We're going to jump into some of this stuff. I hope you guys really enjoy. We have some things, man. These people are like their media has completely told them that America is violent, trash, it's dangerous. You can't get out and walk. You can't do nothing. Don't visit, blah, blah, blah. So this guy actually, tells Jake Tafford.
Soccer fan Freddie has also been going viral on X. He posted this photo of a custom "Welcome Freddie" banner.
Can you guys hear that?
Flag added to Louisiana's state welcome sign. What do you make of all the viral content coming out of this tournament and all the love for?
Like, this is one of the hottest topics on social media right now is the Europeans, the world, the people over here from Australia, Europe, Britain, UK. We had, the Irish over in Boston. I mean, that's been like a huge freaking thing with with all this stuff.
From the American people as you show us our country with fresh eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I know Freddie. He's a nice guy. He's from like close to me, so I've been talking to him. He's loving it. He's more touring the South. I did Chicago, and I think it's more like because in Europe we have a lot of rather negative news about.
Negative news about Americans in America. Now there is a couple of couples that has come over here and they've been traveling for months, for 2 or 3 months. We're going to show some of those too. Pretty good couple, it seems like. They went everywhere from the South to the North to Chicago, LA, all those places. Is that too loud? Is that microphone too loud, guys? I'm trying to do it where we can hear the
5 years, let's say that. And I think we are all enjoying like the fact that this country is.
What's up, people, Rick?
People are amazing, so welcoming. The culture is amazing. It's like Europeans are getting a new view of America right now, I think, through our content, and that's cool, I think.
Yeah, see, the media has betrayed us as like this garbage country, you know.
Honestly, it's so good. And then I
like a lot of these people are reacting to fast foods to like how they
In-N-Out, and I got the triple burger.
Yeah.
And
like they don't understand. They don't have all these fast foods. Like one guy was talking about the McDonald's is like rated so high up there in Europe on their food, but their fries don't have the chemicals our fries in it. So he's like, of course, over here your McDonald's is rated low, and of course, because we have so many McDonald's. And the fries, though, they fell in love with the fries because our fries are completely different. Like they're falling in love with ranch dressing. They don't understand to dip it. One couple's like, you know, talking about their shrimp. They don't get seasons with their shrimp is not cooked with seasons and stuff like that. All they do, they say if you get boiled shrimp, they just boil it in water, or if they cook it, they grill it, they don't put seasonings on it and stuff. Now, I don't know how factual that is, but it seems like because they're moving to the U.S., this couple, they really love it. And they're like, our food, our meat, none of that is seasoned. None of it is being seasoned. Like I couldn't imagine eating shrimp and stuff without it being seasoned. But we know if you've ever eaten McDonald's fries, that they're not good for you. We never said it was healthy food exactly. Also, we know the chemicals are different from over here to over there. Some guy says that like their chemicals hurt his stomach, but he's eat American food, the ones that's moving over here, and not a thing he's eat over here has hurt him. Like he hurts from eating their food, like in pain.
Dream, and it's actually pretty affordable. The burger's like $6.
And they call everything a burger. Like they'll get a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, they call it a burger. I'm like, that's not a burger, man. That's a chicken sandwich. It's amazing.
It's the best burger.
You can barely hear the video.
So and then I also got the animal style fries.
Well, I can't turn my mic up completely loud.
Lemonade for balance. It's pink. I just love it here. Like, and they give to fight human trafficking, which is awesome. They have Bible verses on the bottom of their cup. Never.
Yeah, the In-N-Out people. Aren't those the ones that left California? She was the owner. She was like, we're moving to Tennessee or something like that. Because like California taxes and everything are so high. I'm in East Tennessee. I ain't seen one around me yet. So that'd be nice. I'd like to try it. I've never eaten an In-N-Out burger.
It's so good. And then we've got the sunset. I love America. I can never leave. I cannot live with
it's crazy because all these European and this is something.
Speaks the truth.
This guy speaks the truth because he came over and is doing the gun stuff and all that. And he's talking about how Europe is completely trashed.
This guy is so based and speaks the truth.
Let's see.
Of Americans and other nationalities is how much of a English people are in general when it comes to arms, guns, and basically protecting their nation. We've been totally pacified in the UK, and through removal of our arms, our right to bear arms, it's caused a big problem for us. And now our government is basically turning into this absolutely tyrannical, feminine leadership that's gradually eroding all of our rights.
Now, remind you, yes, they are a feminine leadership over there. But now they did take on a vote the other day to deport all the illegals, and they passed, and they were just cheering in their big chambers and everything, like our chambers, and they were cheering, send them back, send them back. Like a lot of people has got fed up with the illegals and the crime and the stuff they're doing. I mean, they're doing some really terrible shit to the women and stuff over there.
We can do about it.
But the media won't show that. They don't want to show that over there. I mean, our media will not show what's really going on over there.
Yeah, number one, just off the top, I think what the World Cup is doing here over the last week or so is that it's showing the world just how much they've been lied to about how amazing America is.
Exactly.
For many reasons, right? But
a lot of these people are like, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Like we've been told our whole life, like America's bad. Don't go over there. You'll get robbed, or you'll get, unalived, or it's dangerous and it's puke and every place smells like piss. No, that's only New York and LA. So
specifically to this video, the UK turned its citizens into sheep and called it progress. Now they've got knife crime epidemics, grooming gangs roaming free, and cops who show up after the fact.
Yeah.
That's not self-defense. Sorry,
Yeah,
that's above
but,
your
and this guy, I love this guy because he's like telling the truth. He's got a whole channel, and let's see, California is running all the businesses out. Yeah. If you ever go to one, make sure you get a shirt. You've been watching some of the protesters? Yeah. I agree to some of that. Yeah. This guy here, he's like, man, this is crazy, man. We've been lied to, you know, and he's like, they're full of crap, you know, and everything. And
I feel like I've been lied to my entire life about America. Like,
he's like Australian, and this guy's like, I've been to many countries.
I'm in Florida. This beach is insane. Like, just as good as Australian beaches. But if you log onto the news, everything's bad. Everyone's got blue hair.
See?
Everything's terrible. It's not. It's absolutely fucking amazing. Are you kidding me?
The reason for this is very simple. All of the media, the global mainstream media, which is major newspapers, TV networks, wire services,
yeah, it's horseshit.
Are left-leaning. Look at this one.
Well, yeah, not only left-leaning, but if you like sit and listen to mainstream media, you're an idiot. If you actually believe it, it's different listening to it and believing it. Like a lot of people believe these people. Like, okay, they're getting paid $30 million a year, $5 million, $10 million to be an anchor or a prime time. But you're believing them? I mean, seriously, dude, these people are living, they're the elite. As they talk about the elite, they are the elite too. You're getting paid millions of dollars to push propaganda. I don't care if you're on Fox or CNN or NSB, all those channels. It's all left, you know. Fox, they do it too. They just push it the other way.
80% of them.
So don't believe everything you hear and only half of what you see, you know.
Are left-leaning. It's probably even higher, but 80% is a very high number.
Yeah, it is.
In America, 70% of national media is left-leaning. We
see,
know that
70%. 70%. That's crazy. And you wonder why people out here, these white liberals and these white Karen women out here, liberal woke. It's because all they do is listen to this media.
But when you have an 80% global
global
media, of course the world is going to hate America.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've been lied to my entire life.
Yeah, it's crazy. And this guy here speaks too. He's good. He's like, man, this is crazy. Like, listen to this one, man. This is a good one. This guy, him and his family. So.
Mesdames et messieurs, we need to talk about l'Amérique.
We need to talk about
we need to stop saying Vive la France and start saying Vive l'Amérique. This place is incroyable. C'est incroyable. I just had Texas barbecue for the first time.
BBC, all that.
Better than any moment in my life. And I am married and have 2 kids. Oh, but in France,
I believe it.
Crêpes, les petits pains au chocolat, les croissants. No, I give my left croissant for a Texas brisket.
He said he'd give his left what for a Texas brisket. Like, these people have fallen in love with Texas barbecue because and the reason a lot of them saying Texas barbecue is because, you know, they're going to the World Cup there when it's there in Texas. So
France, you have the crêpes, les petits pains au chocolat, les croissants. No, I give my left croissant for a Texas.
I guess his left nut for a
Don't
Texas.
even get me started on Costco. Costco is bigger than my village.
Costco,
where I live.
He said Costco is bigger than my village where I live. A lot of them are reacting to like Walmart, like they've never seen a store that big, like everything in one place.
Whatever you want at Costco, it's there. You just show up and you could buy your whole life there.
You can buy your whole life at Costco. I'll be honest, I've never been in a Costco. We have a Sam's Club, so it's like Costco, you know, but it's like an hour or so, a little over an hour down the road. Like, I have to drive over an hour just to get to a city. So everything I want, I have to drive over an hour because I'm in the country. So, yeah, I don't have a Costco next to me. We have the Sam's Club.
We need to start a revolution just to get Costco in France.
Start a revolution just to get a Costco in France. That's funny. Some of these Europeans are so funny, man. Like, they can't believe what the sizes of our food plates and different things that we have.
I will be the first one to say I will start a revolution to quitter Costco. Les Italians, Italians, I'm sorry, but ranch makes pizza better than anything I've ever
had. Sorry to the Italians, but ranch makes pizza. If you can't understand him, I can hear him a little better. Ranch dressing makes pizza better than anything they make.
When you go to a restaurant, you leave a tip. is because they're so nice. But my waitress, she came over and talked to us like we had known.
Well, no, I mean, if you're American and you know as well as I do, you have bad parts of America. You have good parts. So not everywhere is going to be like this. But yes, we are a good hospitality country. We do welcome people. We do, you know, that is one good thing about American people, especially us people in the Southeast. You know, we open doors for people. Like they're blown away because we say hi or we wave at people. You know, it's just normal for us. You know, if we're driving down the road in our small towns, you know, we throw our hand up, we wave at her, everybody waves back. It's, you know, that's just the way it is.
There for a year. It was like she wanted to be my best friend.
Yeah.
And at the end, I felt stupid not to leave the tip in France. They want to take off the tip of my head. Speaking about how nice and friendly these Americans are, I think in France, I can count on one hand how many people have smiled at me.
See?
Just normally, just smile, you know. I think my mother has smiled at me twice. Here, just going down the street, everybody says hi. Hi. What do you mean bonjour? Oh, hi. This is a normal road in America.
Yeah, they can't believe how big our roads are because they got little roads. You know, they drive on little roads, or they say they can't believe we have actual school buses, we have big roads, trucks, because like they usually take transit like trains or buses and stuff, and like they're blown away because their roads are wide, you know, they're big.
And this is bigger than the Champs-Élysées. This car right here is called a Waymo.
A limo?
Is it ça? Yeah, Waymo.
Oh,
Waymo.
Waymo.
For the longest time, I wondered why it was called a Waymo. It is because America has way more than the rest of the world.
Way more than the rest of the world. That was a joke. That was funny though. This guy's good. I watch him and him and his wife, or him and his old lady. They came over here to America and spent like 3 months over here, man. You know, and traveled and everywhere. You know, if you ever see the movie Good Morning Vietnam, I've seen it many times. Watched it a lot. Saw the part where they are people. Yeah. English people are pissed that they have been missing. Yeah. A lot of them. Oh yeah. The beans. Yeah. They're like looking in the Walmarts and the stores, and they're freaking out over how many different beans we have and stuff. And that you can buy big cans of beans and big cans of like, pickles and ranch dressing, mayonnaise, all kinds of stuff. Sorting the news, they've seen how the news is. Yeah, now they get to see exactly how. And I can tell you one thing, Evil and User. There's so many people posting it on their social medias, on TikTok, X, Instagram, all that. That's going back to their countries. And then when the people in their country that follow them and that sees this stuff, sure. Now I could get if it's like 1 or 2 people. Oh, well, they're just making that up. They're making that up about America. They're just saying America's great because they went, blah, blah, blah. But there is hundreds of thousands of videos of these people from, you know, South Asia, South Korea, all these people like Europe, UK, Irish. There's so many videos like this. And these people, hopefully their followers and their public over there, their people over there on social media will see and understand that their media has lied to them forever, and they'll stop believing their bullcrap media, because that's the thing really we need to change. We need to change that. We need to get the media, their fake news, they need to be held accountable, which I don't watch the BBC and all that stuff either. You know, I'm not watching World. I mean, I'll check in on a couple of things, but nothing major. The Cuban people going to Walmart? Maybe not. I'll look it up. They cry? Really? 70% of U.S. is... Oh, yeah, I would too. And you know something about the United States that I like? And this guy tells it too. Like, why would they go on vacation to Europe? Why would they travel? Yeah, we'd like to travel. Like if we went over to Europe, you know, in London and seen Big Ben and, you know, the Eiffel Tower, that's like them coming to New York and seeing, you know, Statue of Liberty, things like that. And I get that kind of vacation and travel. But here's the thing, like these people are like, what? They don't need to leave the U.S. They go to a different state. They can go to a different town And it's like being in a different country, the landscape or desert or mountains. You got snow or rain in one, snow in the other. You know what I mean? It's all, every state is so different. You don't even have to leave the U.S. You know, I mean, you really don't. Yeah, every video can be, yeah, they can.
I'm just going to put it.
This guy's pissed because he's like, he misses the United States. Him and his old lady spent like 3 months, I think, on the road over here. They went from the Smokies to Virginia to Washington to California to New York to Chicago, Florida. I mean, takes everywhere. This couple here.
Out there. Once you have been traveling around America for a substantial amount of time, when you come
they got
home,
a YouTube channel too. It's called
is a very
James and Cena or something like that.
very strange and slightly, truthfully, depressing.
He's depressed. Yeah.
Okay. Traveling around America really opened up my eyes, really allowed me to see how I could be living and just how many opportunities there are and how many different amazing places there are, all in one country. Like, since I've been back home in the UK, I haven't felt like myself, which sounds so crazy. I now live for that adventure, that crazy lifestyle, that meeting new people, seeing new people every day, and I just long for it. And in America, it is so amazing. Oh, seriously, Americans, what have you done to me? I need to come back. October, end of October, back in America. I can't wait. It's really kerfuffled me, man. Coming home from America, it has kerfuffled me.
I don't know what those kerfuffle words mean, but man, like they tell it though, man. Like they're so like.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
This is one thank you? Yeah.
People are blown away, man. We're going to get into this. Just give me a second, guys. I got to change over to something. Maddie, if I'm too loud, get the kittens out and shut the door, please. Is both of them in there? Oh, they love those little things. Sorry, guys. We're getting the kittens out of their bedroom here. We got 2 new kittens. We're housebreaking. My cat had her first litter, and she only had 2, a black, solid black one. And she's a gray cat and had a little gray one. And I showed it on the front, the little boy. I showed him on the front of the live a few minutes ago. Here's the thing. And then our barn cat had a litter of 4, and she disappeared 3 days ago. So the mother to the 2 cats we got inside training in a, to litter boxes and all that stuff, that other mother was fully black, and she had 3 gray ones, striped gray, and 1 solid black one. Well, she's been gone for 3 days now. Remind you, she's probably dead or somewhere gone. So she runs the woods and the road. So the other mother here, my other barn cat mother, she's took over. She's become their mother, and we moved them, put them in a playpen thing out on the porch, and she's feeding them, she's milking them, everything. So it's like really amazing to see that this cat, and that's what cats do. Like they become like other kittens' mothers if the mothers don't, if something happens to them or whatever. It's like what do they call those women back in the day that would just feed the babies? Like it's pretty amazing to watch this kitten, this mom cat that ain't got her kittens no more take control of these other 4 babies that's not hers, and feed them and stuff. It's pretty neat. It's pretty wild. It's pretty cool to watch. Yeah, I'm a cat guy too. And they're outside. They get all the mice. They get all the field rat, all that stuff. They're good for that. The barn mice, all that stuff. They're good to get rid of all the rodents. We don't have any molehills in our yard. We don't have any chipmunks in her, chewing up wires in her vehicle. None of that, because the two cats has taken them all out. So it's pretty neat. If you ain't got an outdoor cat, I really suggest you take and get it out. If you got enough property, get an outdoor cat. They get all your rodents out of here.
To America, I used to be little like
they really do.
That's crazy. So heavy.
This is pizza. Damn. It's ground beef.
Yeah, they're just amazed over everything. Everything we got, They're just like amazed over everything we have.
You can't get a drink this size in my country.
All the mainstream media, yeah.
Costco. This is even bigger than Walmart.
Yeah, they do. They get depressed because they love it here. They love America.
Oh my God, guys, it's Target. We're gonna go into Target.
I hate when they play music. Whoever's putting music in their background videos are ridiculous. They can't do a regular video.
There, honey.
Because here's the thing I say. If you can't just make a TikTok video or a video, which a lot of these people, they're not the ones putting music in their ground. It's other people that's editing and trimming and cutting and adding these together. They're putting music in. And and they do that so they can. All the way from London. And the reason these channels do this is because they're like, we're gonna cut and we're gonna put 5 videos or 10 videos together, but we're gonna add music so nobody else can share it, and they'll be copyrighted, so we can be the only one get credit for it. Like that's ridiculous. Like I was monetized, and then I got demonetized. They said I was double my shorts or something. Well, I can get monetized again. I just got to get my 4,000 watch hours. I need 3,000 more. But here's the thing. You can send me Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal if you need the QR code. If you want to support the channel, guys, support the channel. We desperately, as streamers, we come on here. We try to bring you guys all the content we can. We try to have fun with you. Entertain you. This is entertainment. But yeah, it aggravates me when they put music in the videos, because that's what if you ever hear music in the videos, that's why they do it. It's not these people putting music in their videos.
They're getting ready for something.
It's people that's cutting and editing their videos.
Can you just give me a green card, bro?
Can you give me a green? Yeah, Trump said $5 million. You can have one. Dude, I would not put that up your shirt. This guy's trying Waffle House. He's loving the steak.
I don't know what they're singing, but I'm gonna join a party.
She's excited.
It's just containers.
Just containers, what, to contain stuff?
Yeah.
We haven't got one of those in England.
See, they'll hit me for that. Even though people are singing it, they'll hit me. They'll copyright me for the bagpipes. See, it's ridiculous. You can't show anything that's got any kind of music. See, they'll hit me on that. You wait and see. I'll have to edit the music. Yeah, this guy, here's him again. He's saying some more stuff. He's pissed. He's like, I really got to let this off, man. He's like, I really got to say some stuff. He's like, this is ridiculous. I think he's just sick. He's like, now he's at home. He's like, man, I don't even want to be here. Because he talks, just listen to him.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I just have to let it off my chest.
Yeah, he's mad.
I'm miserable in the UK.
He's miserable.
Traveling America for months.
Well, if I had a backyard patio and that was all my yard, I'd be miserable too. Dude, if I didn't have the land I've got, I would be miserable.
And months. Experiencing the excitement, experiencing the amazing people, experiencing the beautiful food, my eyes being opened to real opportunity and real size.
Business.
Yeah, I'm depressed in the UK, man.
Because he could come over here. I think he owned him and his girlfriend. He's a bodybuilder. Like he competes professionally, but he owns his own company and stuff like bodybuilding stuff and things, and probably I think a gym and all that. But here's the thing about him and his old lady. Like they traveled 3 months. And not only that, like he's like, man, he could be a real entrepreneur here. You know what I mean? He can make some real money. A lot of times those people over there listen to him.
I can't do it. The people here are miserable.
See, people are and he's telling the truth. He lives there. So I think he would know if the people are, you know what I mean? How the people react over there.
Nice. Yeah, I'm depressed in the UK, man.
See?
I can't do it. The people here are miserable gits. Nobody wants to have a good time unless they're intoxicated.
See?
in the pub. Yeah.
And I agree. I don't want to be around drunks all day either. Now, we do have people like that. They just go to the bar and want to drink and have fun. They think that's, or clubbing or bars. They think that's all that, fun is. But
I want to go for cool hikes. I want to go hunting. I want to go and see some really cool stuff. I want to go to a rodeo and watch a bull hit a man. I don't want to walk around.
They fell in love with America, man.
And go into the pub.
See?
I don't want to do it. It's the epitome of boring and embarrassing. Americans.
He says that's all they do over there. They want to go to the pub and get drunk.
Help me get back to America ASAP. I can't do it with this country anymore. It's terrible.
I'd say, do you know how many of them's going to go home and they're going to be homesick? This guy speaks pretty good too, though.
Right now is that they're not just being.
Yeah, he's speaking about America. He does good too. But here's the thing, though. Can you imagine? A lot of these people are going to go home and they're going to be like sick, like home. They're going to feel America like homesick from America, just like this guy was. They look, because they know, like he said, I want to go hiking in the mountains or anywhere. I want to go, watch a rodeo, go. So this tells you how much stuff they actually don't have or they don't do there.
All about the European World Cup tourists right now is that they're not just being dropped off in the middle of Los Angeles or New York City or some overhyped metropolitan hub that most Americans like myself don't even like. They're being dropped right in the middle of the heart of middle America. I mean, these people are experiencing Waffle House at 1 a.m. in Alabama. These people are being dropped off at Buc-ee's in the middle of nowhere in Missouri. These people are driving across Texas for 9 hours. These people are experiencing college frat houses at Auburn University. And the most hilarious part about this is a lot of the locals in these areas have no idea who these people are or why they're even there. There's been almost no media coverage or marketing done for the World Cup.
And that's what I said. There's been you don't see it on the news. You've seen it once or twice. That's it. And I'm surprised CNN even had that guy on the front. Because I'm telling you right now, they don't want people seeing that they're actually having a good time, that we are a great country, that we're safe, where you don't have to worry about coming over here. Well, some people do, but, shout out to all those, innocent people, man. Their lives did matter.
Especially in these small towns. So the stories we're hearing all over social media of the overwhelming American hospitality, restaurant owners driving European tourists to the World Cup games because they can't find an Uber, deli owners giving British tourists free lunch just because they came all this way, local firemen in Alabama giving tourists tours of the fire department and giving them merch, including Challenger pins. Like, all this stuff can go on and on. All of this stuff that we're seeing all over social media right now, the overwhelming kindness of Americans, that's real America. Don't watch the news. Don't hyper focus on these horrible cities like New York.
That's real America. That's real,
Focus on this stuff, because this is real America. And this real America that is shocking in the best way all of these European tourists is a direct result of people living by American values and principles. And we Americans are proud to be Americans because our values actually mean something when they're applied in real life.
I agree. I will agree 100%. I hope you guys agree with that. Because it's true. Like they're blown away, man, because the coffee, foreigners visiting America, like they're just.
This is what I did. Yeah, welcome to America.
Like there's tons of videos. These people like in the pubs, I mean, it's amazing to see how many of these Europeans are just. And then this is what I like.
Actually, the best thing.
The people go back. The people are speaking on it. Like they're talking, saying this is great.
The best thing about this World Cup is that every nation outside of the US, their fans have come into the US and got to experience these like real niche, truly like American experiences. Like Americans need to understand. I think for the most part, English people in Europe, see the US, unless you go to the US a lot, but even then the US is like almost not a real place in our eyes. It's like it is a movie.
That's sad. It's like a movie to them, like it's they've been told their whole life like one thing, that America's bad.
If a country was a movie, it's the US. Like it's a video game. It's not.
Oh yeah, and a couple of guys speak on that, talking about Grand Theft Auto, like 6 or 5, and all that Grand Theft. Said it's made over there in Europe, like the Rockstar Games people, they own it and they make it. So that's why a lot of people that play that game over there, they think that's what America is, because they've made that Grand Theft Auto where it's all unaliving and stealing and robbing cars and playing that crazy video game. And a couple of people spoke on it. I seen a video somewhere and they were talking like So a lot of kids and a lot of people are growing up thinking this is America. You rob and you unalive and you hijack people and you smack people. And yes, things like that do go on here. I'm not excusing that, because we know in New York, California, Nashville, Memphis, they're big cities and places. There's a lot of there's a violence epidemic of bad stuff, but it's not 24/7 like they portray it in their games, in the movies, and their media. It's not, man. You come to where I live in East Tennessee or anywhere in East, man, it's relaxing. It's cool. People ain't doing that crazy stuff.
It's not real until you go there. And so then for fans of you've seen all the videos of Scotland fans taking over Dallas or Boston or wherever and partying with bagpipes in the Lower East Side in New York here.
Or in Boston, yeah.
Japanese partying with Mexicans.
Yeah.
Everyone is coming.
The Japanese celebrating with the Mexicans, they loving it.
US, right? And there's been loads of problems and controversy before the tournament, but the best thing is that everyone has.
Yeah, because before the tournament, the Iranian team was over here, and I think they had to, a week before the game, they had to send them home. And then, one guy speaks on, Americans warned us it was hot over there. And we're like, yeah, but it's 86 here. And they told us it was 80 degrees there. They didn't understand the humidity. And their soccer teams are over here passing out, falling out, and they can't handle the heat, the humidity in Texas. And they're like, God, we see why they have air conditioning in every house and every building and every store.
Able to come here and actually experience these real niche things about the US that you only see in films or TV shows or video games, right? GTA. And they've been able to come here and actually experience it for themselves. And it is you're in a movie yourself. You're like, oh my God, I'm on this movie set in this random city and get to experience a rodeo. People have never been to rodeos before. If you grew up in Scotland, you've never been to a rodeo before, obviously. It is the best thing I've seen come out of a World Cup for so long. I was in Qatar in 2022 and it was great because you could go to loads of games, but there wasn't too much outside of the football that you could kind of get involved in. I was in Russia in 2018. That was amazing at that point to go there and experience that country because I've never seen Russia before. I'd only seen it in movies. But then you come to the US and there is such a wide variety of truly American experiences in so many different ways that every nation has been able to experience. And it's so cool. It doesn't look real to me still now. Watching English people go to a rodeo, Scots going to Boston and watching a baseball game, and then we're playing bagpipes as they walk down the street. It's this isn't real. It is real. It's the most real thing in the world because it's it's nonsense. I love it. It's the best thing ever.
I mean, they're loving it. They're a lot of this is that guy that was talking. They're truly. Who wants to see those people? Katy Perry and them. I wasn't talking about the troops. I love the troops. Let's see if this video is any different. It's the same video. Okay.
I got
They can't get over how big the pizzas are. Yeah.
Look at and I got big hands.
Crazy.
Sized hands.
Yeah.
That is absolutely massive. That is the size of my head. You can't get a drink this size in my country.
But what is this? Costco.
Yeah. They're just amazed how they're amazed how big these Walmart,
oh my God, guys.
Target. See, they always had to play music. These videos are, some of these are ridiculous.
In America, a lot better, honey.
He's like, I'm buying all of the shirts. I'm getting them all.
3
yeah.
items.
He's like, you're limited now.
And they have every flavor.
They have every flavor.
Look, they have Big Red. What's Big Red? Oh, big...
Now, we never said any of this stuff is healthy, guys. So remember that.
Oh, that's unbelievable. What are we going to make you today?
The damn music is ridiculous.
That's some good shit.
That's some good shit. They can't believe how much American flags and Texas flags are in their Walmarts. That's normal, man. The Texas flag in theirs and American flags and stuff, that's all normal, man, in those stores. I mean, it really is. It's all normal for this guy speaks too.
Everyday American people finally get their moment in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Seeing the way you've welcomed the Scots in Boston, the Algerian folks in Kansas, the Dutch in Texas, it's just been beautiful. Seeing all this all over my For You page and in the international press has been just honestly such a breath of fresh air, because for once, just once, the lead story isn't intentionally divisive politics or celebrities,
and that's what I like
some
too.
manufactured
Yeah,
rage bait on the
it's
internet.
not just
everyday
celebrities or
American
rage
people
bait or some
being
shit.
themselves,
You know,
kind, welcoming, and yeah.
I love the
listening to
video of
our
the
food
guy.
choices.
I love the video of the guy, like he going through the park and he's like, look how clean it is. There's squirrels playing, there's squirrels and people are not eating them. Like, he's like, you don't see this at home. People would be mugged and assaulted, and they would be eating the squirrels, and there would be shit everywhere. And he's amazed. He's like, there's a park bench here that's not tore up, and
these are the real people. The people who are actually the fabric of the country. Take the random folks I met in Tennessee. I was standing
Tennessee.
outside.
Yeah, us Tennesseans, man. We're a volunteer state where we welcome people with open arms.
Arby's thinking,
everyone.
What is this place? And they were like, dude, if it's a nice dinner you want, maybe don't go here. Then they pointed me to a local barbecue place, and I ended up having one of the best meals of my life. That is
we have some good barbecue in Memphis.
What the World Cup is showing a lot of Europeans. The headlines will show you a country, but Americans will show you America.
Exactly. The headlines will show you a country. The Americans. This guy here, he did it. This guy's the one that did it. He's the one that went through a park. Yes, let's see. He's the one that was walking through a park, I believe, and talking like, man, this is great.
Let me show you exactly why I came to Alabama.
Alabama.
First and foremost, it is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful.
Yeah, I think he moved to Alabama.
I can even go down an alleyway. Look at this.
See, I think he moved to Alabama. I think he moved over here, like permanently.
Completely safe. Nothing's going to happen to me. There's no little black kid sitting here sniffing glue, trying to stab me with a needle. Or
See how their media portrays? There ain't no little black kid trying to kill me or stab me with a needle. Ain't that crazy? That's wild shit, man.
Break a glass bottle and stab me, or showing me slitting my throat,
See,
anything like
yeah,
that.
well, they will in bigger cities, like in the inner cities at nighttime, like, the housing project, the Chicago, the rough neighborhoods, the ghettos. You got to be careful in those cities. And I'm not just saying it because of black community. It ain't just black community. It's white community. You come out here where I live in the country and you go down the wrong road in the holler, let me tell you something. You may not come out. Or you go into certain trailer parks, white trash parks, you're liable to find something you don't want to find. You know what I mean? So it ain't just about, the housing inner cities. It's everywhere. But if you're smart enough to stay away from those places, you have America, the great experience of, living in this country. Everybody keeps saying, oh, you got white privilege. There is no such thing as white privilege. There's rich and poor. There's the elite privilege now that's just, black, white, Asian, whatever. If you're rich, you have rich privilege, elite. Now, I don't think there's white privilege. I don't believe that. I believe there's American privilege. And when I say that, I'm meaning because us Americans have everything at a fingertip. We can pick up our phone. We can push one button. We can order anything we want off Amazon or any company online. It will be delivered to our door. We can push any button and we can get a ride through Uber and take us anywhere we want. We can call or we can push a button and pick what food we want. It can be delivered to our door. We're all privileged. If you can order your food at Walmart, drive up there, not even have to get out of the car, and they will deliver it to your car. And the reason I say that, because I truly believe all Americans are privileged, because if you don't, they're going to say, well, what if you ain't got a phone? Bullshit. Because the government will give you an iPhone. If you can't eat, they'll give you food stamps. If you ain't got a place to live, they'll give you Section 8. If you ain't got insurance, they'll give you insurance. Every American is privileged. I don't care what color you are, what nationality, where you come from. If you're in America, you're privileged. Now, yes, there's a difference. There's the elite privilege, which is rich and famous, and they can, and the Hollywood and all these people, they can get and do travel everywhere they want, anywhere, do whatever. Yes. But don't sit here and tell me I've got white privilege when you have the same advantages, the same privilege I have. And that to me is privilege. And that is the difference.
A beautiful, clean, quiet, quaint town. Look at this. No burglar bars, nothing.
No burglar bars. What the hell's that?
It's just thriving.
Well, yeah, you're in a small Alabama town too. Yeah.
Beauty. This is why I chose to come to the land of the free, because you can be safe and you can be sound. Walking in the middle of the day, I could come here at midnight and I'll be absolutely safe. Just look at that. Just endless beauty. You've got little burger joints, you've got Oh, and the best part is you don't have all these leering centers full of some
Leering centers. See, he ain't stupid. He's smart enough to know. And this is about what my small town looks like. We have 3 red lights. We have a square with a, courthouse, old courthouse that was built in 18 something. All that good stuff.
Somalians. You don't have
Y'all have Somalians or learning center. Yeah.
You just have good Christian folk, and you've got churches around every corner, and you are completely safe. Women can walk here. They even can take their handbags with, and they don't.
This town looks a little bigger than mine, though. I think my town's about a mile long. That's it.
Every 5 seconds. Over there, you've got a little library and a food pantry. Man, this is just absolutely gorgeous. Look,
see, like I said, if you can't afford food, there's food pantry. There's somewhere you can go get food for free.
Works. You've even got electricity for 24 hours. You've got running water for 24 hours. Every light works. Everything
every light works
and works. This is just unfathomable as a white Christian South African. This has been stripped away.
Yeah, he's from South Africa.
So you really need to take
a
minute
away from him. And everyone complains, why is Elon Musk here? Why is he here? He ain't just here to make. He came over here to live here and have freedom, but to, because he believes in capitalism, because they took everything. They're taking a ton of things away from the South Africans. People are like, Africa? You mean he's white? South Africa is full of white people, born and raised there. They're South Africa. Yes, African is white people too. But here's the thing. They're taking all their needs, their accessories, that it ain't luxury. It's luxury to them if they get it, but we need this. You need electricity. You need things. This is why a lot of people like Elon Musk, he came over here and now he's the first trillionaire. I mean, you can come over here and if you believe in capitalism, like I do, and these people, you can make a good living or be rich. You can, if you got the great ideas and the drive to do it. Also, I mean, look at them. They're so happy because they can walk down the street freely, or they, like he said, it's amazing.
The beauty of the United States of America and how awesome it is. I honestly stand here in awe. You can hear the joy in my voice. Let me show you real quick. Just look at this. How gorgeous is that little town? Look at that. This pride and love for their country. Look at this. Wait, look at that. America, land that I love. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This place is home for me now, and I feel so safe. I mean, I can go down an alleyway. I mean, when last did you walk down in South Africa in an alleyway? You'd be dead in a second. Look at this.
You'd be dead in a second. I don't think a lot of Americans understand, like I was saying, how privileged we are. Like, seriously, like you'd be dead in a second going down an alleyway in South Africa. That's crazy. And I know places in America like that you would be, and in the country, out here in the country. And like I said, you pick and choose where you want to live, where you want to go. You can have the American experience. You can live great opportunities. And I just think these people are blown away because, like he said, it's beautiful. He's safe. So South Africa, man. I mean, no wonder people don't want to live there. If it's that bad.
Stealing the flowers or breaking anything, there's literally not even a cigarette butt.
I mean, he's not even saying, hey, you don't go to those parts in South Africa. He's saying if you live over here, you're fine. And, he's saying if you go down any alleyway. I mean, basically, he's saying it's bad.
American flags and love for the country. And everyone is so welcoming to people like me. My heart is pounding with such love for this country and such appreciation for the freedoms and safeties you have. Look at that. I could walk up there and nothing would happen to me. All by myself. This is freaking awesome.
It's crazy, ain't it? Like, here, let's see what if this guy, there is a video he did. Let's see. Yeah, he's talking to all these big people, man. He's let's see, he must be into politics. I didn't know that, but I wanted to see if he had where he made that video of him. Like he's into the cattle, like he's so I guess he's for Trump. Yeah. Let's see.
This still remains one of the most beautiful places for me.
Okay, let's see. There's a video he did where I think this is the guy where he's talking about he traveled over here to, let's see, I don't know which one it is. He went through a park. One of them went through a park. I might be able to find it here in a minute. Let me see if I can find this. Okay, these ladies are nuts. Yeah, this couple's good too. This is
understand.
Right, yeah.
Why Americans are like this.
Yeah.
Because America is
Great.
freaking amazing. I'm starting to realize, like, we're seeing videos online of people being like, okay, yeah, I understand why Americans are always flying the American flag and always tooting their own trumpet.
Yeah.
Because America is insane.
Makes sense.
One of the huge things we love about the US is how much you guys absolutely love your country and you're so patriotic. You're always flying flags everywhere. You have humongous flags, which we do not have in the UK. Yes, we
when I went to New York, the big flags everywhere was insane.
we got one up here in my town that's bigger than the house. Yeah.
The flag was huge. I've never seen anything like it.
Have flags
ever,
but nowhere near
Tiny
as
ones.
they're small, but nowhere near as many flags as you guys have in the US, which is really sad to see. And recently, there's been a thing going on where some councils in certain areas are banning people from flying the Union Jack, the St. George's flag.
They
on their
are.
balcony.
The St. George's flag, they're banning them from flying their own flag.
It's like a strong viewpoint kind
Isn't
of
that
way.
crazy?
And like bad intentions. But it shouldn't be like that.
Can you imagine if America banned the American flag? Like you couldn't hang it in your yard on a pole. You couldn't hang it on your house. You couldn't put it up. Like they took it. That would be crazy. Do you know how much of a battle that would be between the American people and our government if they tried to ban the American flag?
We should just be proud and just be flying the flag because we want to and we love the country. But it's not that.
Exactly.
Right?
You should be able to fly your own country flag.
I know about it, some of you guys might not.
You know, a lot of these foreigners come over here and they'll fly if they buy a home, they'll put the American flag on a pole, but they'll put their flag underneath it, their country flag. And I see nothing wrong with that. If they want to love their country and represent their, say Australia or Europe or whatever, or the UK, whatever they want to do, if they want to just fly their flag. Because there is some people saying that their neighborhood, they've seen in Tennessee, certain neighborhoods that they went down, they've seen a lot of different their people's country's flags. And it's about pride. We love our country. We love representing American flags. We love, that's the fabric of America, is it not? Like, man, I know the flag was changed. It was originally a different one, but, we still love this nation.
But yeah, like a lot of councils are.
I don't care what side of the party you're on.
Flags.
In the garden or on the front of the house.
No, whites are not invaders in South Africa.
They're finding people.
They're finding people actual money for flying their own flag in their own country.
That's crazy, isn't it?
You guys.
So you're getting a fine for flying your own flag in your own country, and then the woke libtards run around here saying we hate America. You know what? Here's the thing. Why don't we take all these people from TikTok, all these videos we've been seeing, all these people that's coming over here for the World Cup? Let's do an exchange program. Since Europe and Canada and all those countries have everything the woke libtards want, they want all that. They want socialism. They want all that shit. Why don't we exchange our woke blue hair people for these common sense, loving American people? Why can't we do that? Seriously, why can we not do an exchange program and fly? And every person that we send over there, they get to send one of these common sense Europeans over here, because they appreciate America. They love it. They would not be acting like these libtards.
What do you guys think?
That's crazy.
That is
you guys love your country.
I didn't know they was finding them. I knew that.
How in the hell are you going to get a ticket? You're getting a fine for flying your own country flag. That just blows my mind, man. If somebody pulled in my driveway and said, "We're going to give you a ticket because the American flag's on that pole and my flying," I would, first of all, I'd laugh them off my property, and they wouldn't give me a ticket. I can tell you that.
Are we really getting that bad? Like, yo.
Yeah, I guess they are.
You should be proud of it, because in the UK, people do not love this country anymore.
It feels like a crime to be flying a flag. It
Oh
feels like
yeah,
a crime
you get
to defend
fined.
your country.
That's
It feels like
crazy.
you get in trouble for being like.
It's like something
yeah.
sneaky you have to do and show that your pride for your flag. Man, that amazes me, because it's like, we don't know what that's like, Americans do not know, and I don't want to know. I don't ever want to know what that's like, not to be able to fly your country's flag.
Especially, we don't know about other countries, but in the UK, it's like it's becoming a thing now where you're not allowed to love the UK. And
You're not allowed to love your country. Ain't that? Why? Because you might be racist if you do. You might be a bigot. You might, since they got so many Somalian and immigrants and third world country people. You might be bad people if you fly your flag, but by all means, they get to fly their flags in the streets. And I guarantee you, go look up the videos. They fly their flags everywhere. Nothing's ever said about them.
It really has. Like, there's got to be I know we're going
That's
on to a bit of a
garbage.
different topic now. We're talking about. We've been talking about how great America is, but now we're just talking about how bad the UK is going.
Yeah, no
It
shit,
is, bro. There's
Went
got to be
from
a
that
turning
to
point.
how
for
bad
sure.
the UK is.
We just love
I
the
wanna
sense of
go,
pride you
leave.
guys have. and it's something that
They
we
can't
want
wait to get here.
grow. Like,
She's fell in love with like our trucks, like how big are Dodge Rams and Chevys, like how people jack them up and and put suspensions on them and big tires, and like they fell in love with it. And she's fell in love with the trucks. Like she was like, I'm a Range Rover girl or a Land Rover or something like that. And after they visited America, like she's saying that they fell in love with our trucks because they don't have trucks that big over there. She showed a video of her standing next to their truck in Europe or in the UK, and she was actually taller than the truck. She's like, is this a big truck, guys? Let me know. And I'm like, no, it's not a big truck. That's not a big truck. Our trucks are big. And one of the reasons why they don't get those vehicles over there is because their roads are not big enough. Like their roads are compact and squeezed in. And that's why a lot of people from over there is like, we can't get over like you have a 6-lane highway, interstate. We can't get over like just the 2 lanes are so big, It's just, it's amazing to see what people have never seen before and they get to experience it,
the whole vibe is negative here.
It's cool. Now, don't get me wrong. I would love to travel around the world and do all kinds of stuff and experience other people's culture and food and stuff. I really would. That was a dream of mine growing up. I wanted to travel a lot, and I have traveled a lot. I've lived in 5 different states. I've traveled all over the United States. I've experienced a lot of different things, but any other country, no, but one. But here's the thing. I would love for them to see how we react to, going to maybe not now since it's so woke and socialism and stuff, but, to see some Americans react, because a lot of people that visit, not just Americans, but a lot of people that visit, London and stuff, and they go see Big Ben and they see, the Eiffel Tower, that's just their little tourist attractions. And like they said, they come there and that's all they see. They don't never like really experience the countrysides, the villages, the old little villages, the mountains and stuff. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you think you would like to, visit another country, and what country and why. Would you like to try their food? What would you want to try? Would you want to, what country? Let me know in the comments. What country do you want to try? Would you love to visit and just check out? If you had like a month to just do something in a different country or go to different countries, where would you like to go?
The vibes that are going around. I need a better word for vibes. It makes me sound so young.
No. The vibes. The vibe is just negative, measurable one. Like I've spoke about in so many videos. Like Americans are always achieving to do bad and that whatnot. Bro, the opposite's happening over here, and it's like I wish it could be like America in some sort of way, because then you'd enjoy living in your own country, right? Do you know what I mean? Because I can't just go and leave and go to America because I got all my family and friends. I wish I could, because I'd be there.
Yeah, he's even got American hat on. He's been here, yeah. So.
But I'll never tell a lie. America is currently hosting the world's largest sleepover. Oh, and we need to have more of them, because I've spent the past 12 hours smiling from ear to ear, watching countries loving and appreciating America the way it should be appreciated. And
yeah, exactly. Me too. I think
can we trade them in for the Democratic Party?
Yeah. See, I do too. I think we should trade them in. Like they're in Boston and cities and stuff, just dancing, having fun. Look at them. When England comes to Texas, yeah. Look at them. They're just having fun. I mean, they're loving it. English. Yeah, these South Koreans and stuff, they're like blown away, man. Like they invaded a Walmart. Look at them. Yeah, they're all over Walmart. Like they're crazy. Damn music. Why are they putting music? Why do they keep trying to put their music? It's ridiculous. Like they can't believe like rodeos and stuff. Like we have these rodeos and the people ride bulls and stuff. They're like, man, these people are like tackling bulls and trying to pin them down. This guy's amazed. He's like, I'm driving a ramp. He's like, I'm driving a Ram truck in the street, listening to country music, you know, and your son spends 90 minutes with the Titan Army. Yeah, the Titan Army that come over here from Scotland. Scottish, yeah. Like playing the bagpipes with a street performer. Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty neat. I mean, it's wild, man.
So you guys watching these videos brings me so much joy, and it's what America needed. Not to mention the fact,
yeah, America did need a boost.
So it's going to be insane.
Of
And
happiness.
predicted that the 4th of July game
So
would
many
be the
people.
USA against England in Philadelphia. So now I want to hear from you guys. Are you loving these videos just as much as I am? Let me know
Yeah,
in the
but
comments
here's the
below.
thing.
And there will be more
Yes,
videos
I hope
here.
America, of course, wins. This is the lady again. Don't forget, guys, we do have the Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal if you want to support the channel. Also, send them all back. What, the Europeans? Okay. Send all the Somalians and shit back. Yeah, I know, dude. I don't want those trash people here. The people in I don't like the illegals and all that. Hey,
Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate some.
we will read your super chat out loud if you donate and support the channel. And I'll have a beautiful clip for you. I will tease you if you do send a Cash App or Venmo. Just a little teaser if we receive anything. Also, I just want to say whatever you see here, yes, disclaimer. Also, we have warning video contains graphic content of happy people. Happy people. Don't forget, donate to the Cash App. I need all the help. AI is funny sometimes, man. AI can be funny. It just depends on how you use AI, you know? Like, I don't care for it to like try to answer questions because I think it's all put together through like Google searches and all that stuff, what everybody else has online. I like to use it for videos and pictures. I think AI is fun for that. And that's just me.
I'm a British girl and I have been to around 27 different countries in my whole life. I've been to the Caribbean, I've been to St. Lucia, I've been to Barbados, I've been to South East.
Now, Caribbean, Barbados, them are beautiful. Water, clear water, oceans and beaches. Trust me, I would like to visit, Barbados. And I mean, I've been through some of the Caribbean, but not a lot.
Asia, Thailand.
They're beautiful. For us Americans, that's the beauty. But then when people like this come over here and say, "Wait, I've been to 27 countries and I love America better than all of them," man.
Bali, places in Europe. I've been all over the world basically, and nothing comes close to the USA. You can get every single landscape, every single climate.
That's the truth.
You can get everything in the US. The people, the food, the landscapes, the cars, the trucks, everything in the US simply beats anything I've ever experienced anywhere in the world. I was born in the wrong country. I feel like I belong in the US. My heart.
See, that's sad when you feel like you come here and you think, man, look at what these people take for granted every day. Because a lot of us do, myself included. We take a lot of things for granted. And people come over here and be like, man, I was born in the wrong, no offense to my family and my heritage, and my ancestors, but, deep down, a lot of their great ancestors are a lot of the ones that came over here and started America, from Europe and Britain and all them places and stuff. And I think it's amazing to see someone like her and her husband or boyfriend, whatever, they come over here and they love America.
We found a puppy in the US. We rescued a puppy in the US.
Yeah. And they brought it all the way home back over there to the UK. They found a puppy in Florida, and her boyfriend, they have a channel. This is her separate channel. He has his own separate because he does bodybuilding and stuff, but they have a YouTube channel and Instagram, all that, TikTok and X, all that. They got their own, and they have a channel as a couple. where they came over, and it's just nothing but traveling and trying everything over here in the United States. Pretty good. I think they got like 7,000 subscribers or something like that. I think I can't remember, but I'll look it up in a minute. It's James and her name.
To the UK. There are no words to describe how lucky you guys are to live there. Americans are so lucky to live in such an amazing country, and I wish I was there, guys, honestly.
See, I think a lot of us just take it for granted. This is the one where he's walking through the park. Yes, this is the one I wanted to find. This is amazing. Like, this is sad, though. I mean, if you really think about it, like what other countries are like, this has got to be crazy, because if this is true, and I think he's speaking truth, like,
I'm in awe of the United States of America.
I'm in America. When they say everything in America is big, I understand it. Why the hell is this quesadilla the size of my head? And I've got 3 of them.
Americans, you are so lucky.
Whoa. And you take your fingers and you lift that up and you eat it. Okay.
What's crazy is he's still like holding it with his fingertips, like he's afraid just to grab that rib. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason when you go to a barbecue place, they hand you a roll of paper towels and not a tissue or a napkin. You know what I mean? They don't hand you a napkin. They hand you a roll, or most time there's a roll of paper towels on the table. There's a reason for that, because you're going to get messy. And a lot of people actually get it on their shirt and everything. Some places have bibs like they do for like the seafood, crab legs and all that stuff when they do in seafood. Like, barbecue places, some of them have the bibs because they know you're fixing to get that barbecue sauce all over your mouth, all over your hands, everything. Some of them actually even carry those little or plastic see-through gloves where you can eat and not get it on you. I just say pick it up. That's why they have a bathroom. When you're done, go wash your hands. I mean, it ain't that hard to keep your hands clean. I wash my hands a lot.
Not with a fork.
Nothing comes close to the
you don't
USA.
eat barbecue.
Chick-fil-A for the first time as a family.
I mean, where did you buy that American outfit, dude?
Dang. A woman walking alone with fancy handbags, jewelry on, glasses on, and not being around.
Yeah, this guy here, he was like, I'm walking through the park. There's nobody on the bench. The bench is not tore up. Like, no one's eating the squirrels. Nobody's. He's talking about the women being safe and not being assaulted. That's crazy.
That's nothing. If that was South Africa, gosh, first of all, I wouldn't be able to walk through this blooming park by myself.
Everything's just big, ginormous, extra large.
Walk through the park. Yeah. That's crazy. Can you walk through a park by yourself? And that's not just South Africa. That's a lot of other countries.
It's tradition.
A lot of places in America, you ain't going to walk somewhere in the inner cities.
I'm saying it's better than KFC. It's good. It's good. They have Bible verses on the bottom.
See, their biggest thing is KFC and like McDonald's.
Everything in the US simply beats anything I've ever experienced anywhere in the world.
God bless America.
This place is freaking awesome. You can't make this up. This is too wonderful. All glory goes to God for preserving this wonderful country.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. It all goes to God, because I'll tell you.
I've been lied to my entire life.
I've been lied to my entire life, mate.
Like, I'm in Florida.
I'm in Florida.
The beach is insane.
Yeah.
Like, just as good as Australian beaches.
Well, of course they are.
We're talking giant grocery
They're
stores,
beautiful.
free ice, Target runs, massive pickup trucks, and even customer service. One British creator told ABC News that moving to the U.S. felt like Disneyland. Another said Americans get a bad reputation overseas, but have been surprisingly warm and
Ain't
friendly.
that crazy?
And nowhere is this cultural exchange more obvious than in Boston, where Scottish soccer fans have been showing up in kilts, filling pubs. And
Oh, yeah. They showed up in their kilt on the airplane. They got off the airplane in their kilt, like their original kilt. That's amazing right there, just to see. I think this is what this country's been needing.
Say this actually.
I mean, not only are we celebrating America 250, but the World Cup.
Find the train station. The
I could care less about the World Cup. I'm just saying, I think it's great, in my opinion, for all these, foreigners to come here and actually get to experience something the media has lied to them about. Because just like she said, and all these people are like, every one of them are damn near saying it. The media lied to us. If you listen to the media, America is so dangerous and so bad. Like, no wonder we ain't got more tourists from, the real people that we want to come into this country and visit,
friendly conversation. In fact,
I will say all day long, I invite any of these people that's come over here and acted right, and love this country. I invite them all to come back. And let's send those Somali and all the other people back out of here. The fraudsters, the violent criminals. Let's get them out of here. Let's do the exchange. Let's take in these good people.
The most viral videos from the World Cup aren't from inside the stadiums at all. They're from the
Nope.
city streets.
Yep. From the city streets. They loving it, man. Yeah. The people love it. Like they're blown away about how friendly and welcoming we are. Like they're just
America is actually a POS place to be. It's
See?
because so many of you know why
like every one of them's like, our media lied to us. Our media lied, you know.
the rest of the world thinks America is actually a POS
See?
place to be. It's because
I pray to God the rest of the world see all these videos. Now, I don't know how their social media runs. I know China, they won't see them because their algorithms are just, even their kids, like TikToks and stuff and all that stuff is all learning. Like they don't see regular videos. Like we get to go on Instagram and TikTok and we see any kind of video in the world, any kind of video. China, Russia, certain places like that, they don't do that. Their algorithms, they will not show a TikTok video of me talking or anything. All they show is like kid learning stuff and training and different things like that. That's all that they're allowed to watch over there. And it's crazy because that's why a lot of them say, well, America's bad. You know, we heard this country, you know, it's this, and this. And it's like completely different. Like we're not that, you know. Trust me.
many of you
If we were that bad, we would already had another revolutionary war or civil war with each other. You know, seriously. I know it's got close a couple of times, but honest to God, if America was as bad as these people's media says it is, I don't think we'd have America left. Do you?
talk about politics. Like there's also a really good percentage of you that know that that's not.
It's crazy to think that, you know. All corporations, well, yeah, half truths. Yeah, what's up? Propaganda, yeah, nobody wants to come here. It's too dangerous. That's what they tell them. America is full of hate and divided. Sounds like, now, are you saying that's what the media says, or are you saying it for yourself? Are you saying we're full of hate and divided? Because if you are, then you're the one that's pushing the propaganda. I mean, if you're not, I apologize. You know, they're going to get yeah, some of them went to New York and Los Angeles, and they're like, yeah, just avoid the cities. Avoid New York City, you know, go and visit and see the stuff. But, you know, well, first of all, and I've commented on a lot of people's stuff, and I'm like, first of all, that's their governors. That's not America. They don't represent America. New York City does not represent the rest of American people. L.A., California does not represent the rest of American people or America, because every state is different and the governors run. Like my gas dropped down yesterday. How much is it in California? Look it up. My gas dropped down to, let's see. I took a video of it. $3.59. And today I guarantee it'll drop more. $3.59. Now, California is probably still $6, $7, you know. You think this is propaganda too? How's the World Cup not propaganda? Well, I don't pay attention to the World Cup. It's a sport. That's all it is. It's sports. But if you listen, like they're not even advertising the World Cup. Not really. Like you don't really see a lot of the inside the arena, like that one woman said. They're not even advertising, you know, the games. Like not really. They're not promoting. You see more of the people in the streets and celebrating, you know, and experiencing America than you actually see advertising for the World Cup. I mean, you'll see it on sports channels playing the games and stuff, but other than that, you're not seeing like them, like all these TikToks pushing the games or pushing these teams, unless you're like a sports guy and you're on a sports. But regular people are not pushing that stuff. Regular people are not doing that. You would think the media would push it if it was more propaganda. If the FIFA was more, you know, propaganda, it would be on every news, fake news, mainstream media, everything pushing this crap constantly, 24/7, and it is not.
So let me get into this. I made a video where I went to Sonic and I capitalized the word ice because I was talking about the Sonic ice. It's amazing, and so many of you.
It is, and I've got a Sonic ice machine in my kitchen. I've got a Hawaiian shaved ice machine in my kitchen with the pina colada, all the flavors, because we do We do the shaved ice, you know, the ices and stuff, slushies, whatever you call them, ices. We got every coffee maker. We got the Starbucks coffee makers. We got all that.
But then so many of the comments are like, we don't capitalize ice here. Don't talk about that. Like, this is a weird time in America. Do you understand that that's what the media
we need
wants
tourism.
you to be talking about?
You
That's
don't
what
think we need tourism?
That's what the rest of the world sees about you. That's not you. And if I'm talking to you Americans, that's not you. You are not your politics. And what's so saucy about this World Cup is the number of people that are coming in from around the world that are getting a view on the American culture at the real human level, and seeing that you American people are more than your politics and views on that kind of stuff. But
I mean, if you think I'm propaganda, I mean, you can go check out my channel. You can check out the videos I just dropped the other day. You can check out my shorts. You know, I know you're not saying I am. You're saying, you know, all this, but I bring everything to my channel, man. So I hope you like it. I hope you subscribe. I hope you come back. You know, I try to do a live stream through the week, every day of the week, unless I'm working on the land. So
you hamper yourself when you talk about it. When something as small as
I invite anybody here that can have a reasonable conversation.
capitalization of the word ice, and you know exactly what I'm talking about in the video.
Now they're crucifying for saying Sonic Ice.
Let be you. You don't need to be talking about politics all the time. Like, you may feel strongly about it.
Exactly. I feel strongly about it. I talk about it a lot, but I don't talk about it all the time. Like today, I'm showing this. The other day, I shot a 5-minute video coming soon of me, you know, in the streets, recording in public, doing the First Amendment. I don't talk about politics all the time. I talk about motorcycles sometimes because I ride motorcycles, motorcycle rallies.
Need to be.
I do everything.
Have the conversations you want to have. Sorry, you have those conversations you want to have, but do those controversial conversations. You don't need to have those online. Have them with your friends. You know, the people that you see and you know face to face, instead of putting them online. So now you have a video with 1,500 comments, 1 million views, and 60%.
People are not getting that.
62% of those comments are people referencing ICE in it, or the politics of America.
Yeah.
So that now everyone else from outside the country that sees that video, and that's who the video is aimed at.
Yeah.
And they see all these comments and they think, oh, like, that's what.
The creators are not going to do that. And I'll tell you why, because they're selfish. They want the clicks. They want the views. They want the comments high. They want the 1 million views. They want the thousands of comments because it boosts their algorithm. It's doing for their channels what they want it to do. They want high numbers. They want clicks and views. They're not going to talk. They're not. Trust me, if you're just on here talking about just nothing, or you do a short talking about nothing, you're not going to get 50 views. I mean, people come on social media and create channels and TikToks and YouTube channels and Facebook, all that stuff, because they want people to watch them. Just like me, I've got an ego, but not crazy ego. Everybody that's on camera that does social media has some sort of an ego. Now, it may not be huge and big like me. I don't care if you watch me or not. I don't give a damn. It's not, mostly mine's not about me. I try to bring information and things like that. And I try to make it all learning or, you know, educational on certain videos and certain live streams. So 10 out of 10 people that are on social media that run channels and panels and streams and does live streams and does videos, they, of course, it's about them. That's what it's about. You know, they want people to watch them. They want the clicks and views. So if they feel like there's a hot topic on the internet, just like now, this is a hot topic. But I also love this country. If you look at anything I do, and I talk about politics and about, you know, we need to preserve this country and blah, blah, blah. And this is one of the reasons I'm not doing this just because it's a hot topic. And, you know, I'm really not. There's a percentage, yeah, like a small percentage I am, but also I'm doing it because I love this country and I want everybody else to see these Europeans and these other people experiencing America and proving to these people and to the libtards that, you know, not all of us are bad. This country is not bad. They're lucky. They're privileged to live in this free nation. Because a lot of these people, like they said, they don't get this stuff in their country. They don't have this. I just showed a clip a minute ago. People are being fined if they fly their country flag over there in the UK. They're getting ticketed for showing their flag. Now, how do you get ticketed and have to pay a fine for showing your own country flag?
That's what America is. It's about politics and ice. You do it to yourself. And maybe I hope that this is a moment for you to realize that you don't need to talk about these politics and these factors. Like, they're important.
Yeah.
Feel however you want to feel about it.
They are.
I'm not going to argue with you about them, right?
They don't need to control your life. You know, you don't need to make them control your life. A lot of people, that's a lot of people's problem. They allow politics and this news and fake media and all this to control their life. They do. I mean, look at them out there protesting and shit. They allow the propaganda to control their life.
That you are making America look terrible to the rest of the world. You're part of that. So you decide if you want to do that, do that. If you don't want to do that, and you want to show.
I love being in America. I love American cars. I love American roads, and we are having the best time of our lives.
Cool. Look at them. Dear England, we just wanted to make aware that we have officially adopted the Scots. Yeah. They're family now. We will be in touch. Negotiate your visitation rights. Sign the Americans. That's funny, dude. That's so funny. It's sad you can't even play the damn music. But whoever did this messed up their whole video because they put this big blog of words on top of their video. That's stupid. If you're going to write something, write it right, you know? I mean, my Lord.
Thanks so much. You're welcome.
This is one thank you. Yeah, welcome to.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think a lot of people are. Look at that. That's beautiful right there. Flying with the American flag. That lady's a nutbag. There we go. Yep. So let's see. Let's go back up here and see if we can find something up here on this. Let's go up here and see if we can find some more funnier videos and stuff. Okay, let's go. Let's go all the way up here and see what we can do. Okay, let's go back up here and hit media. Yes, right here. Let's see if we can find some better or some more different videos. Yeah, Mike. Good day.
You can't drink out this water fountain because you're black. You can't go to this school because you're black. We not gonna hire you because you're black. If we hire you, we gonna pay you less because you're black. My family used to own your family because you're black. You have to sit at the back of the bus because you're black. You have to have a different part of the movie theater because you're black. I'm gonna shoot you on camera and get away with it because you're black. I'm gonna follow you around this store because you're black. You don't lower the property value of your neighborhood because you're black.
Oh, that's crazy.
With you. You keep talking about it. You keep thinking about it. You keep breathing it. We could all get past it if you would all just shut the fuck up about race. You
Exactly.
make everything racial. Who told you your race was so important?
Exactly.
What happened in the last
He's talking to
100 years that makes you think I give a fuck about you being black?
Exactly.
What has happened that makes you think I give a fuck about you being black?
Exactly.
Same way. With a bold.
You can't even show anything the UFC. They hit you. They copyright you crazy. And they do. They're ridiculous. Let's see.
The woman says, oh no, the man in the hat already paid for your beers.
Yeah.
So we go up to shake his hand. We think it's probably the guy in the big cowboy hat. And he's shaking our hands as a firm handshake. And it's a proper Texas hospitality. He's like, oh yeah, he's just chatting away, asking us where we're going, where we're from. Lovely, lovely Texas man. And then he's like, hold on, wait here. I've got something for you guys. And he gave us both this heavy duty pin from the Amarillo Police Department. And it's
heavy.
It's really heavy duty. And he's like, this is for you guys. And then everyone's chatting away and we're shaking everyone's hands. And then as we're leaving, somebody else is like, oh, I overheard you chatting. Everyone is so friendly. Normally this kind of bar maybe would intimidate me a little bit. In Texas, no point in being intimidated because everyone is literally has a heart full of gold, it seems like. That was the nicest thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Pockets full of coins.
Yeah, I love it. I love these videos of these people. It's amazing to see like how much they just love coming, like they've loved to come to America. Like honestly, like even the comment sections, these people are like, they're so grateful, like, let's see if we can find some.
And you then have to determine what you're going to do for the people that are here that are undocumented. I happen to believe that if every single person...
Why did they throw these in here with these videos? I don't understand it. Like, why would you mix in the good videos with politics? That's the problem. See, it is propaganda. I know that. It is. But here's the thing.
Absolutely.
This guy's always in a shock.
Showing a British perspective of life in America.
He lives here
the
now.
The amount of messages and the amount of support that I have received from America.
Yeah, I think he lives here now.
Absolutely in shock.
Yeah.
I made this account a month ago showing a British perspective of life in America, and the amount of messages and the amount of
Am I saying she's crazy?
From Americans.
I say she's a man.
Overwhelming. Like, it has been insane. I have people asking to show me around. I have people offering to take me out on a boat. I have people offering to take me to their favorite restaurants, and that is beautiful.
Oh, did I say that out loud? Big Mike?
And I am overwhelmed.
I think it's crazy though. And you know, the thing I hate about getting into politics and talking about this is what color does it matter? Why does it matter? It don't. You know, why do people want to bring up the issue of color and race? Or if you're a people, you're a people. But if you're an American, you're an American. I'm not going to call you a black American or an African American. You're an American, man. I mean, for Christ's sake, I got Bob Marley tattooed on my arm. My oldest daughter's name's Marley. You think I'm any of that? No, I got black people in my family, like literally blood family. I'm Cherokee Indian and European. Got a tiny bit. I went back so far. Got a tiny bit of Australian. We got Irish. We got German. We got France. I guarantee you, if anybody did their research like my child did ours, my daughter had a school project and she's done research and she's went far back and showed us. I guarantee you, if anyone has done research or if you go do research, you're going to find more than just any one race, one color in you. You're going to find many different cultures, many different, yes, you may be white or you may be black, but you're going to find a lot of different, DNA from different people in your DNA. And that's just the way it is. It's been so long and so many years. And I love the conservative black people that are like, these people just don't make no sense. They're just, it's ridiculous. All they want to do is talk about, this and that. Like, have common sense, man. Have some common sense. A lot of people can't have common sense though. They don't get it. They have to make it an issue because they don't have anything else to talk about. That's the problem. They have nothing else to talk about. Yeah, they're like in Boston, I think, the Scots and the Germans. Yeah. Here they came to peace. Who would have thought they would take a bunch of Europeans to remind us how amazing our country is? Let's never take it for granted. Amity says. Yeah. The 50-year-old boomer who strays inside and only sees the world through the lens of her social media feed. What the bars were just like for the finals. Yeah, let's see. Leave your enclosed fenced in suburbia. I'll leave you. Okay. Okay, bot, she says. How are you finding a way to take credit? See, this is like degenerate people that just want to, they're trolls. They just want to cause trouble. I am taking credit. She says. This is a quote post. Yeah, and the original post is tagged in the video. So it's amazing how many people are negative over people coming here and loving America and actually enjoying America, getting to experience America,
So I got a message to white America, right? Not even just white America, America in general. Welcome to the show, because black folks been dealing with this shit. We been knowing about this shit.
Always somebody's got to just rant. Why? Because they can't have. Oh yeah, it's that Juneteenth shit, ain't it? I'm surprised they're not all up in blackface. Look here, that looks like a Muslim temple to me. I don't know about y'all. The Obama Center opened yesterday. Who the fuck would go to that and pay money?
Right? Yeah.
He wouldn't even do anything for the people of Chicago. Like he's pathetic, man. And this is what's crazy though? Here's the thing Hillary Clinton cracks up. Yeah, after Obama's says the Nobel Peace Prize, making fun of Trump. And they say, oh, these people are decent. These are good people. These people lead the way. They show you when they were president or this or that. How he slept half the time. He didn't even want to be there. Look at him. And we all know him and her don't even get along anymore. They don't ever talk. He was on her podcast one time. It was like misery. We know that. We know they don't like each other. Look at her. Yeah, she's laughing. Because Trump didn't get a peace prize. Well, she's got Trump derangement syndrome so bad. It's just eating her up. It's crazy, you know. It's sad, you know. It's really sad that grown people that say they're supposed to be leaders and they've been in leading positions act like that. And then everyone's like, well, the Obamas and them, they were the ones that was structured and they, you know, they were the good people and they were kind and decent. Really? Because there's black pastors in Chicago where Obama is supposedly from and grew up or went to school or whatever, that invited him when he was president to come there and help their communities. And he, as president for 8 years, he never accepted any of their invitations. And let me say one more thing about Obama before I get off the subject. I could care less about him. The thing is, he was president for 8 years, but when he first became president, this is what's going to blow your mind. When he first became president, the Democrats ran the House and the Senate. All right. He never once, and this, I was watching a panel the other night, and it was a black pastor and black people and church people, and they were talking about this Carmelo Anthony situation, all this, and this old black man brought this up, said, Obama never once said anything about reparation. And these are common sense Republican black people are talking. They said Obama never said one thing about reparations or helping the black community until after he got out. Said, why didn't he do it when he was president? And for the first 2 years when they controlled the House and the Senate, he could have passed something with reparations. But no, he waits to after 8 years after, or he waits to after he gets out of the presidency. Then he brings up, reparations should be paid. And that's what the black people are like. Well, why didn't he mention anything when they were actually in office and they could do something? And they were talking about, he never once showed up to Chicago. He never, if he did, it was to some leering center or some Democrat stronghold. He never would show up in the inner city to the churches or any of that to help the community or do anything. He didn't do anything for his people. You know what he did for? The gay LGBT and the white liberals. That's who, boomers. That's who he helped. That's what if he helped and did anything, that's the people he did shit for. He didn't do nothing for any of his own people. Or maybe that is his own people, the LGBT. From my understanding, Big Mike, you know, seriously, from my understanding, the LGBTQPRSPI fucking Z people, because he is the first one that brought the pride flag and all that shit in the White House. He's the very first one that started all that shit with the colors on the White House, all that stuff. So I guess he did do for his people, right? He did for his LGBT stuff people. So black Americans, don't blame him because he did for his people. You're just not his people. You need to realize that you're not his people. If you're not gay or homosexual, you're not his people. That's the truth. And there's no pictures of that woman ever being pregnant with those 2 kids. And if you looked at them yesterday, I watched it for just a few minutes and I couldn't stand it anymore. Trust me, if you looked at those kids, they look nothing like them people. They're kids. Even her mother admitted it. Or his mom, Big Mike's mom. Go look at the interviews. Her mother, whatever. She had a son named Mike. And then there's videos of Obama actually, and it's not AI. These are old videos before AI even came around with videos. And him slipping and saying, "Me and Mike's proud, glad that," and then he catches himself and is like, "Wait a minute, no, Michelle, I mean, not Mike." And then he's walking through, doesn't think he's being recorded, talking to somebody else through like the garden or something. And he's talking, he's like, "Me and Michael are glad," and it's like, "Wait a minute," or "Me and Michelle," and it's like, seriously, you just let it slip? I mean, that's it. It's just, it's ridiculous, man.
World Cup fans try Texas barbecue for the first time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love this.
Look at that. That is good though. That's a big ass piece of brisket or rib or
amazing.
Wait till they go home. They don't get this stuff. They don't get to eat stuff like this all the time. If ever. Some of these countries don't ever even get it. Like one guy was like, "Man, why don't we like
I can't get enough
if all these I can't get enough of these videos. I love them, man. I love these videos."
So far is the cowboy hats. Look at this shop. It is full of English and Croatian fans all buying cowboy hats. And to be honest, I don't know why cowboy hats are more popular in the rest of the world. Look how sick this looks. I'm feeling more and more Texan every day. I've absolutely loved it in America, especially in Texas. Texas feels like proper America. I've been to San Francisco before, but
it's got a lot of stuff.
Feel like the America you see in the movies.
Don't go to Dallas.
Texas,
they're liberal. They're blue hair, nose ring,
and I love Texas. I
might
have to move here.
Dallas.
My favorite thing
not
about
everybody, but there's a lot. There's a lot of woke people in Dallas.
A custom hat.
A lot of them are buying,
perfectly, and they'd kill me if they saw how I just put that.
A lot of people. I like that hat.
And
I like
then
the
I
black
went to
cowboy hat.
I love it here. This is my
I mean, these people are actually, and this guy, like I said, he's really sick for America
in the US.
Like they're really
because I'm from the UK.
Yeah,
you know?
he's really.
UK's a bit soft. We went to a rodeo on a casual Thursday night. We get.
Hang on, guys. I got somebody at my door. Just give me 1 second, please.
UK, you know. The UK is a bit soft. We went to a rodeo on a casual Thursday night. Didn't think much of it. We get there, the atmosphere is nice and bubbly. We're watching big bulls be ridden. Next thing you know, there's three men trying to hold one down, and the horn, boom, launches into one guy's head. He gets flipped over, almost separated from consciousness. I'm thinking at this point, ambulance must be called.
He's talking about the rodeo.
If it was the UK, ambulance would be called immediately. But nope, they just picked him up, brushed him off, sat him down, gave him a beer, and carried on like nothing had ever happened.
That's
if
funny.
that was in the UK, the ambulance would have been called. The whole event would have been shut off. Americans are built completely differently.
Hell yeah, we are.
It was wild.
French person in America for the World Cup, and here are some things I have found absolutely crazy about the United States. Number one, there are actually nice people in America. People have been very kind to me and very helpful.
Yeah, we are nice.
America had nice people.
We're very nice people.
There aren't any guns. I walk around the street and it is perfectly safe. I thought people would be dying in the street like there was a civil war, but no.
Like a civil war.
Except I go to
well, that's how their media tells them.
Myself,
they tell them we're at war. A lot of them have said that same quote. Said, you know, their media, like we thought people were going to be fighting in the streets, you know. You know why? Because their media and BBC and all that, all they show is the ICE protests and stuff like that. The blue hair people and all. Seriously, that's what they show. That's all they show. Look what America's doing. Look at them protesting. Look, they're fighting and pepper spraying each other and blah, blah, blah. You know, always this and always that.
Fun. Number three.
A lot of them's like, we didn't even have a clue. Like, it took us 7 hours to fly from New York to LA. Like, they take, you know, a 7-hour flight would fly us all the way home. You know, like, that's how big the country is. You get to explore everything, you know, and different stuff. And
actually good food. I would not have guessed.
Yeah, they're blown away by our food because we have so many different spices and chemicals and shit in it. Now, we never said it was healthy. Remember that. Now, if you have a problem with our food being so good and saying, oh, I gained so much weight. Well, we never told you it was healthy food. Now, we do have good food, but we never said it was healthy.
There are people that there could actually be a meal that was worth trying. Who knew that?
Who knew that? Who knew? Who knew?
Morning, guys.
A message to
From
Boston from Scotland fans.
It's about 8:30. I'm sat outside my apartment block. I just had a coffee. And I just wanted to do a wee video while the streets are quiet. Everyone's obviously sleeping their hangovers off. I just wanted to do a wee video to the people of Boston just to say thank you. Honestly, I've spent the last 24 hours quite emotional, I won't lie. The America
Being emotional.
that we are experiencing right now is the America we were promised growing up. The American dream, you know, that idea.
The American dream, the American
We
promise.
were expecting to come here. We were apprehensive. I mean, I was genuinely anxious. We were expecting to be met by ICE agents, aggressive.
See, we were expected to be met by ICE agents. The us growing up, being told, that's what she's saying. As kids being grown up, we were being told America is this and this. And
Police and, the political climate, we all see it on the news and, and
listen, I could understand if one or two people say this. Yeah, okay. Whatever. But man, when thousands of people keep saying this stuff, it's not propaganda. They're experiencing this stuff for real. And they know what they're being told is propaganda. They know that it's fun. Now they know it's fake. Now they know and truthfully know that their media has done nothing but lied to them their whole life. And thank God that they're seeing this and they're opening their eyes. I mean, seriously, thank God that they've realized they took that chance and came over here, because a lot of them said they were scared and they didn't come because all they think is we're violent, like we're at war with each other in the streets and all this. Now, I could get if one or two people said it, I could say, okay, that's fake. But how many times does it take for someone to say something before it becomes real, in facts? There are thousands of people that has experienced America now, that's coming over here for the World Cup and the FIFA, whatever you call it, soccer stuff. That is the real people saying that's getting to experience the real America. They are, like she said, we just want to say thank you to both. We're grateful. We thought we were going to be met with ICE agents and Listen to her.
The political climate, we all see it on the news.
The political climate we see on the news.
And I'm just, that could not be further from the truth of what we've actually experienced here.
See?
The Bostonians are something special. Honestly, every single person that we've come across has been out of this world. Just the friendliest, most welcoming bunch of people. And I'm talking everyone. The residents, we're not in a hotel, we're in an apartment block in South Bay, Boston. The residents have been outstanding. The officials, the workers, the police, the firefighters, everybody. We could not have been made to.
Not everybody can't be wrong. There's thousands of people on here on social media, on all these different platforms, and they're talking. The visitors are saying, they're all saying, they all can't be wrong, right? Of course they're not wrong. They're right. We are welcoming. We are nice people. America is great.
You're more welcome if they tried. 10 out of 10 Boston. Honestly, this city is something special. And, I am just so grateful to be here and be a part of this. And do you know what? Have my faith restored in the United States of America.
Thank
honestly.
God.
And every single person we spoke to, every Bostonian, the impression I'm getting is, you guys needed this as well. You needed some fun. You needed people to come to your city and not
just Boston. America, Texas, all these people, Alabama, Tennessee, everywhere that they're visiting. America, period, needs a refresh, in my opinion. I mean, we need a cleansing, and just, I think this kind of reminds a lot of us Americans that we do live in a great nation, a great country. We do take pride in our flag and being American. And these foreigners, they love us for taking so much pride in America and our flag. They really do. And they're shocked and amazed by it. But that's just us. That's American. We love our country. And that's the thing. I think a lot of us needed woken, not me, but a lot of people in America needed woken up and reminded how privileged America people are, how great we have it, how our freedoms, our Constitution, the Bill of Rights, how much freedoms we actually have compared to a lot of these other countries. I mean, you can say, yeah, they got freedom. Really? How come they're being arrested for making a comment on Facebook or TikTok or something? You know what I mean? How come the police are showing up to their door, giving them tickets because they said something online? That's not freedom. That's not free speech.
embrace us and enjoy what this city and its people have to offer. That atmosphere yesterday, that's one of the best days of my life. I swear to God.
These people
I'll
love
never
it. And
forget.
you don't think they ain't going to go home and tell their friends, their family, and it's going to be rumored around, then they're going to hear it, and then all these other people are going to start not listening to they're going to start, saying, okay, our media is fake. They have lied to us. Now, of course, you got the socialists and the libtards in Europe and all those people and the foreigners over there, that the invaders, in my opinion, the illegals that's invaded Europe and the UK and all those, they're going to keep on trying to push the propaganda that America is not safe and all that. But thank God these people get to experience it and they can say, no, I was there. I went to America. It's not what you say. It's better. It's awesome. We love it. You're wrong about America. Thank God they get to tell their media that. Thank God that they get to tell their families, that America is great.
Yesterday, I'm actually getting emotional again.
She's just emotional, period.
This experience, and I'm so grateful that I've got to be a part of it and be amongst it. So,
well, we're glad to have you.
Bostonians, thank you for the
No, we thank you guys. I really do. Like I said, I thank you guys. I thank you. We're grateful for you guys coming here. We're glad to have you. Why? Because now, like I said, you get to go home and speak the truth.
Just the best, and we've got a few days until the next game, so we're hoping to get out and about and explore Boston and meet more people.
Yeah,
so
go explore.
Any locals, any
have
suggestions
fun.
on where we should go and what we shouldn't miss while we hear you, let me know. And again, thank you guys. Honestly, what a place, what a fucking place, and what a fucking team we are. By the way, we're winning this World Cup.
There you go, lady. What a place. Look at that, watermelon felon. Look here, celebrating Juneteenth. Ha ha. That's fucking funny. That's crazy. See, AI does some crazy shit, man. Look at that. That's insane. Not celebrating Juneteenth. Oh my God, that's awful. Who made that? That is sick. With the pew pew, that's crazy. Oh my Lord.
England versus the USA on July 4th was bad enough.
Yeah.
America's Independence Day, their 250th birthday.
What did he say? We're facing who?
Right, this is getting personal now. Because England versus the USA on July 4th was bad enough. America's Independence Day, their 250th birthday. Fine. A bit awkward, but it gets worse. Because what do you mean I've just discovered this game could be played in Philadelphia? Philadelphia. At this point, I don't think FIFA are scheduling matches. I think they're writing a comedy. Because there are over 300 cities in America, and they chose Philadelphia. That's like scheduling a divorce hearing in the restaurant where the affair started. Why are you taking us back there? Don't take us back to where you broke our hearts. Honestly, if they'd have picked Miami, fine. Los Angeles, fair enough. But Philadelphia? This symbolism is getting ridiculous. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised at this point that when England turn up, every road sign will say, remember 1776? In fact, I'm worried now. What other surprises have they got planned? Is the referee going to walk out with a Declaration of Independence? Are all the USA players going to walk out with bald eagles on their shoulders?
Exactly.
Is the stadium actually going to start every
baby.
sentence with, on this day 250 years ago?
That's funny.
I don't think this is a soccer game anymore. We've been invited to a reenactment. We're historical props. I've seen less foreshadowing in Hollywood films. The Americans don't even need to trash talk us. The itinerary is already doing it. At this point, just rename it. 1776, the rematch. Are the England players going to have to walk past the museum exhibit before kickoff?
That's good. That's a good one, man. He did good on making this. That's good.
Listen, if England lose to the USA in Philadelphia on July 4th, I don't think that's a defeat. I think that's America accidentally discovering time travel and deciding to run the simulation back one more time.
He did good. That was a good one. I will admit that was good. Yeah. He always plays music, so nobody can use his shit. I like him, but my God, man.
I see that.
Why do they always want to play music? I know why, but we know why they play music, because so nobody uses their videos. They get horse shit. Make sure you donate. Make sure you hit those donos, guys. Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. He's just amazing. Like, where did you get your American outfit, buddy? Your flannel, your top tracker hat. I mean, come on, mate. Good day, mate. We're gonna eat some lobster roll. Do you know how much that lobster roll is? My mother bought one a week ago or 2 weeks ago in Maine. $48 just for that lobster roll. That wasn't including the fries or the drink. $48 for that lobster roll in Maine. That was in Maine. $48 plus tax, around $50. Yeah. So Juneteenth.
What is Juneteenth?
What is
You know
Juneteenth?
what Juneteenth is.
What is it? It's a made up holiday. See, they don't even know what it is. They don't know what it stands for.
Is that is a celebration of I don't want this to be wrong, so I don't want it to be on the news.
See?
It's the celebration of, now don't ask me what
When
state
they
where,
something about slavery, when they freed the slaves.
took the state and they actually messed up the home.
Well, I think it's when they freed the slaves, but like certain states didn't hear about it, something like that. And then certain other slaves were freed so many, on June the 19th or something like that, of like so long after they freed the slaves, because no one believed it at the time, maybe.
Homes of all the blacks that lived there, they ruined it, and then now it's celebrated as Juneteenth.
Really?
My thing basically is a time for like little kids come together.
No, it ain't. I thought it was more for like celebrating the gay black man, because they always said it was something about black history and black people. And truthfully, I'm not trying to be funny. That's what I thought it was. I always thought it was about the LGBT blacks, freeing the LGBT black homosexuals. But my understanding is it's something about freedom, freeing the slaves on a certain day. Like, then ones that didn't get freed got freed later, like 2 years later or something like that, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, it's a long story.
I think it's a made up holiday, in my opinion. It's made up.
Not really what happened, but
yeah. See, black people. This guy probably ain't even from
for
America.
the blacks.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like
for some reason,
they don't even know what.
Recognized as a holiday that there was a gap between when the people knew they were freed.
It was like a 2-year gap.
Texas,
Texas or something like that. It was a gap
until June 19th.
Yeah.
So there was a period of time
like people, they were freed, but then a lot of them didn't learn about it until June 19th or some shit like that.
Freed and didn't know
I think that's what it means.
I think you might be right, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty
It's
sure
something
right.
like that. It's
But
it's
to
like
me, it's a bizarre holiday because it's basically celebrating not knowing you're free.
yeah, exactly. You didn't even know. Why don't Americans care about the
and
World
don't care
Cup?
about the sport. Look
Yeah,
at
we
this
don't.
video. I have seen. Why is the World Cup held in America when Americans don't know how to kick a football and don't care about the sport?
Don't know
Look
how to
at
kick a
this video.
football, mate, lady. You look like, I mean,
I have seen more atmosphere and
red hairs are always crazy. You understand? Red hair women are just bizarre, unpredictable. Sometimes they're cute like this.
in a graveyard.
Look at her. Like
look at
the
this.
American people are just sitting there like, yeah, man, this ain't real football to us. This is soccer. We want to see pigskin and pads and people tackling each other and,
They don't even know that it's happening anyway.
lady, a lot of Americans don't give a shit about soccer.
So here I am. What's the huge event that's going on in America in 3 weeks' time? One of your biggest events in history. What's it going to be? What's it going to be called?
4th of July?
Say that again.
4th of July?
In 3 weeks' time. So it's one of the biggest events in American history. Ready?
We don't care. A lot of people don't give a shit about soccer, man. And a lot of people do. There's a lot of people that play soccer. It's mainly a lot of younger teens and kids. There's a lot of soccer fields in the last 20 years that have been built and made. My brother was a goalie for our high school when we were in high school year, and that's been back in 96, 97. So we had soccer back then. It just wasn't mainstream,
Go for it.
The 2026 World Cup for soccer.
The way these people, they don't care.
Well, we
at
have
all. They don't even.
we have our own lives to worry about, lady. I mean, we're busy. People work, have to make a living. You know why? Because we have 10 times more stuff than you guys have. There was a girl picked up her friend. She's from over there. She's European somewhere. I don't know. And I believe this. I truly do because of I got some friends over there and their homes are like brownstone, like those little houses, and their little backyards ain't but like a 20 by 20, 20 by 30 little bitty. And it's usually like a little concrete patio and just a little piece of yard, nothing at all. And she's asking her friend, what is something about America, something like that you don't have or over there. And she's like, I can't believe you guys got tumble dryers. She's like, what's a tumble dryer? She's like, a dryer, washer and dryer, a dryer. And she's like, you don't have dryers? She's like, no, we still have clotheslines. Like they don't do the trade with other countries that do the dryers. And see, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of countries are not like America. We trade with mostly everybody. That's why we have tariffs, and people have charged us tariffs in crazy numbers over the years and got rich off of us, but we're not getting anything from their countries. Like Europe, like they don't have dryers. They no, we still have like clotheslines. We hang our clothes out to dry, and if it rains, they get wet. So we have to leave them on the line till they dry. And me growing up, that's all I ever seen us and my grandmother and my great grandma in the country and the housing projects we lived in, we had clotheslines. We always dried our clothes on the clothesline or we took them to the laundromat. And like, it's amazing to see certain people like, we don't even have dryers. We're not even allowed to have dryers, like we have to hang our clothes up to dry. And it's funny, and it ain't funny because it's like, it shows you a lot of the world does not trade with certain countries that build the washer and dryers and stuff. And it's like people, like I keep going back to the same point, and I know you guys are getting tired of me saying it, but we Americans are privileged. There's no white privilege. It's Americans are privileged. There's a poor class and an elite class, rich class. The rich people are very privileged to get to fly anywhere they want, do whatever they want, get on yachts, blah, blah, blah. But there's not white privilege. It's just Americans are privileged. Like I said, you can push one button, have anything delivered to your house. You can have your groceries, a ride, whatever you want. If you don't have a phone, the government will give you one. If you don't have food, you can get food. The government will feed you. If you don't have a home, government can give you Section 8. I mean, Americans are privileged. I'm so sick of this white privilege shit. It ain't white privilege. There's nothing you can do. I can't. Nothing I can do. You can't do. You've got the same opportunities. You just need to get off your ass and go work for it. It ain't my fault that I'm smart enough to create a YouTube channel and have social media. You can do the same thing. I can't help it if you're shy, you don't want to be on camera or this or that. That's not my problem. That's your problem. I'm not privileged to have this. Everybody has the opportunities that everybody has in America. Now, I'm telling you right now, and when you go and say, not everybody, well, that's because they're illegals and they can't do that. Yes, every child has a damn tablet or cell phone nowadays. Everybody has the opportunity to do anything everybody else has.
Like, seem to have passion.
And yes, we don't have that same passion. Now, you come to an NFL Super Bowl, you'll see the passion, or the basketball stuff people play, or stuff like that. You'll see the passion. You ain't going to see a lot of passion for soccer
behind their team.
People are going just because the Europeans are, the foreigners are here. People are going because it's a big event and it's the World Cup. And that's the only reason a lot of Americans are even going to these games, is because it's the World Cup and they can say, I went to the World Cup. They don't even care about soccer. I guarantee it.
I don't think I've ever seen an American say they even support Team USA.
They come into it, they don't give a shit about the World Cup. Home advantage, or Spain, or somewhere in Brazil. You host in America. These guys don't know shit about football.
We owe apologies to America, because
there you go. Celebrate by going to work.
Are so much better than ours.
Good for you.
This is the Dallas Stadium, and it's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
England just
they love it. They're like, they can't believe how big our stadiums is, and that's amazing, because they're like, these are bigger than the Coliseum in Rome. Your stadium. Even one guy was like showing a high school football stadium, and he was like, dude, this is crazy. Like, we don't have these. Our colleges don't have, even our high schools or colleges don't even have stadiums like that. They're like, we just show up at a park full of dog shit and got 7 people on a team and play, like, they're amazed by our stadiums. I mean, why do we build everything so much bigger? For some reason. Seriously, like, it ain't just Texas. It's America. We build everything big. I guess because we got so much land, so much room to do it. Like, you could build a football field, like a stadium like this, without having to build, you don't have to hold 80,000 fans. It's capitalism. It's money. It's greed. I love capitalism. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of it is greed because they're going to try to make as much as they can, how they can, when they can. Like they really don't need this big of stadiums. You know, they really don't. It takes up a lot of land. Can you imagine the other stuff that could be built around this that could be opportunities for people?
Might be the worst place to have a World Cup.
Honestly, the World Cup's biggest problem.
They don't care about football.
No, we don't care about your football. Buddy, I can't let you I can't listen to you because not only that, you got music, so I don't know.
And fuck off. Say no more.
Yeah, this guy actually moved to Texas, I think. Moved his family to Texas. He's like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Like, people are like, what did the old man say? When Brits leave the UK for the US. Yeah. This is my kind of guy right here. Chopper, American loving foreigner. Yeah. This is the kind of people we need to swap. This is the people we need to swap for the blue haired people. The exchange program I'm talking about. Let's get rid of the libtards and let's bring in these American loving foreigners that wants to be American patriots, that love America. You know, you ain't got to ride a motorcycle, but you're going to buy a hat like that and move to Texas and you're from Europe or Australia somewhere. Man, I welcome you every freaking day. I don't live in Texas. I'm just saying, if you dress like this, proper, clothes not hanging off your ass, you know what I mean? You wear a cowboy hat and you got a fucking mustache like that, bro. You're welcome in America anytime you want to come here. I'm serious. You're welcome here anytime, bro. Look at that fucking mustache. And yes, the chopper is real. I love motorcycles. I own 2 Harleys. I want to build a chopper. My youngest daughter's got her motorcycle course, all that. So she's learning. Yeah. White people is not our enemy. Oh, look there. Let's see.
That's on the topic. Which politicians, grandparents, and parents are indoctrinating our communities and our kids with.
And their grandparents.
And that is that white people are our enemy.
Did he say grandparents? They're the ones that pushed it?
Good morning. Today I want to touch on a topic which politicians, grandparents, and parents are indoctrinating.
Yeah, grandparents and parents are indoctrinating their kids.
And that is white people are our enemy.
Yeah.
They are not. Why?
And this is coming from a Mexican?
White people don't come into our communities killing and raping our family members. It's our own skin color. Indian, black, and colored.
That's the truth.
White people don't come into our communities robbing us.
That's the
our
truth.
Houses and stealing us blind.
That's the truth.
It's our own skin color and our own race.
He's speaking true.
White people don't come into our community selling drugs, turning our kids into gangsters. And our daughters.
Do you believe that? I do. Because you know how you don't, when people say, no, that's not true. Yes, how do you not believe it coming from that person that's saying, my own people are the ones taking us out. My own people are the ones that's doing bad. How do you not believe someone of that race saying, my own race is doing it? Hey, it's not. White people, trust me, there's a lot of problems in the white communities. We got trailer trash, not just trailer trash. Not all people live in trailer trash. We got white trash people. We got white, drug addicts that is awful, that will rob you, steal, unalive you, everything. White people are bad, but he's telling the truth. White people are not going into their communities doing this to them. They're doing it to themselves, just like us white people are doing it to ourselves. It's not like one versus one. It's like we're all doing it to our own people, and it needs to stop.
Into prostitutes. It's our own skin color.
Yeah.
In fact, the ANC and these politicians like Malema and those guys wants us to believe by shouting, give back our land, that white people have the majority of the land. The ANC have done a study this year proving that they are wrong because white people only own 21% of this country's land. And those are the people who have farms. But 60% of the land of South Africa is owned by blacks.
See?
And the other percentage, 19%,
he's talking about Africa,
Indians and coloreds.
See?
Again, they are wrong. But they want us to believe that white people.
And this is South Africa. Yeah.
Yes. You will say now that, yes, it's because.
Same with America, buddy.
Are doing all these wrong things. Why blame other people for your mistakes? That white lady sitting next to your child in school is not the enemy. Who's playing sports with you is not your enemy. Your real enemy lives in your community with the same skin color. In fact, we, as colored Indians and blacks, go into white communities killing and raping and robbing them. They don't do it to us. So the real enemy stays and lives amongst us and at our own skin color. So stop believing what people preaching here. These politicians and your parents and grandparents, that white people is your enemy. Our own enemy is amongst us. And we are poor because some of us are too lazy to work and to go study.
He is also saying our grandparents and parents of boomers are the ones that's said this.
And decide for yourself whether you want to stay poor.
Not my grandparents, not my mother. My mother's smart.
And educate yourself.
She's not a white liberal.
And find the right facts. Don't just go blind and follow blind people with a one-mind trick, making us believe that we are separate and segregated by skin color.
Good speech, buddy.
White people is not your enemy.
Good speech.
Your real enemy is your own skin color.
Bam.
Your own kind.
Damn.
That's all I want to say.
Sounds like he kind of knew what he's talking about, huh? Because that's about the truth. I mean, that is the truth. That, guys, I mean, seriously, like, how do you not understand that? Let's see what this guy's about. Yeah.
Surprise passengers on a flight to Seattle with United States men's national team jerseys,
oh, that's cool.
balls, and World
Look
Cup
at that.
packages on every
Seattle flight loaded with,
That is amazing.
That is all. Wonder how much their tickets cost, though, man.
Crazy part about that is I've been trying to buy myself a jersey and my son a jersey, and I can't find them anywhere right now.
Of course
now.
not.
They are either sold out or the only.
Is that
size
not
they have
wild,
are
man? Here's
crazy.
a place. Here's a soccer ball. Here's a
That's awesome.
jersey.
Good
Yeah,
job,
that's
American
cool as
Airlines.
shit, man.
Go USA.
That's American Airlines
This is
in the
amazing.
U.S. for you.
American
That is
Airlines
awesome.
surprise
What do you feel
passengers
about that? Leave it in the comments, man. How do you feel? Everyone else should be active. Only black people should be celebrating.
And I just overheard this
resting,
young white woman say to another
or partying.
White woman, "Oh, I'm so excited to be off tomorrow."
How selfish is that? Now that's race hustling.
What are you gonna do? She's like, "Oh, I think I'm a rat." She's like, "Oh, I heard about this event in Brooklyn. I'm thinking about going to." And I'm like,
that's crazy,
To
man.
me, the only people who should be really resting or
you're-
partying on Juneteenth are black people. I feel like
Well, that's kind of biased.
everyone who's non-black should be activating around.
Well, I didn't take the day off, buddy. I'm on here working, so
The holiday itself.
I'm not off. I'm here. I'm here doing a job right now.
Hopeful prosperity.
I'm here doing a live stream. I'm not off.
To turn up and everybody gets to relax. You know. Anyway, maybe that's a hot take. Maybe people don't agree.
No, I don't agree with your bullshit. I think it's bullshit. Only black people get to celebrate. Fine. If only black people want to celebrate it, then why don't we make a holiday for the white people that freed your ass? How about that? Why don't we make a free day? Just call it the free day. How about we just call it the free day? Here, let's do this for just 1 second. I want to be big screen. Why don't we just call it the free day? When the white man fought and lost 500 white people, soldiers, to free your ass. So if you want to be biased and say only black people should celebrate, fine, you can celebrate. I don't celebrate that shit anyways. I'm working right now. So why don't we have a free day for when the people freed you, when the white man freed you? Let's do that. Let's create a holiday. President Trump, let's create a free day, a holiday that's called Free Day, when the white man freed the slaves. Since they're so hell-bent on this Juneteenth and black shit and slavery, and all they do is poison their own community with this slavery shit. Thank God there's common sense black people out there that know better than this shit. And I got friends that are common sense, better black people than this. They don't pay attention to this bullshit. And I'm telling you right now, we're going to create a new holiday called the Free Day. It's when the white Americans freed the black slaveries. How about we do that? Let's create our own holiday. Now let's get back to our regular scheduled program. Buddy, see ya. Get out of there. Yeah, see, y'all really want to celebrate that shit? Look at you. Yeah, and yeah, look, and they wonder why your culture is all fucked up right now and cooked. That's why. So, yeah, alligator. Let's see. Man forces 3-year-old onto crocodile enclosure. Okay, yeah, that sounds like the dad of the year. Look here, she had a white baby. What? Whoa! Look here. No, we don't want no violence. We don't want no violence. Here, let's whatever. Bunch of ass flat retards, in my opinion. Oh well, it's all what it is. This guy's a Briton.
It's absolutely insane. It's massive.
Yeah, outdoor world. We can't believe it. Oh my God, they're so shocked about Bass Pro. It's amazing though, man, how these people are like so surprised.
I'm in America for the World Cup and trying Chick-fil-A for the first time. Are we?
Trying a burger. They all call it a burger, and I'm like, dude, it's a chicken sandwich.
Oh my days. Oh my days.
Amazing!
Guys, I'm in America and I can't lie, I've been hearing about Waffle House.
I love this. I love Waffle House. In the South, that's a tradition just to eat Waffle House at 2 a.m. to soak up the alcohol when you're out partying when you're younger, you know?
Wow.
Look at that Philly cheese.
The sandwich was
I
made-
love it. I love it. I love those cheesesteaks.
What have you guys done to me? I have become taco obsessed. Tacos.
Obsessed with tacos. That's not. Yeah, but that's not real Mexican food though. Tacos are just American tacos, in my opinion.
We're in the States for the World Cup, so we figured we might as well try some Raising Cane's.
Oh, Raising Cane's. If you like chicken, it's actually good chicken. I've been there a couple of times. Yes, it's actually really good.
In America.
And you can't go wrong with deep fried chicken because all they do is deep fry. They fry it. You know what I mean? And
so good. A steak and that Mexican.
Mexican.
Yeah, it's
Mexican.
I'm currently in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm about to get Mexican food from a food truck.
Bro, that's not Mexican. That's just taco.
Oh, right, spicy pork taste test.
I mean, to them, that might be Mexican, I guess.
Oh my God, that is
It's good.
insane.
I'm not saying it's
What's the
bad
best
food.
American food? I'll go try it.
An authentic chorizo burrito.
Is that American?
No, but
See, they say no, but it is American.
say chicken
Trust me.
burrito.
Here, let's just say this. Let me pause it. Let me pause it. There is a difference, and if you're Latino or if you're Mexican, whatever, Latin, whatever, they will even tell you like Texas Mexican is different from like you go across the border and eat Mexican food. It is completely different. It's not the same as what they cook over here. Now they do cook a lot of the same stuff, but it's not the same. You can go to Mexico and eat Mexican food. It is completely different from the Mexican food in Texas. And then, New York, Mexican food, Tennessee, Florida, everywhere. I don't care if a Mexican is cooking it or if it's a Mexican restaurant. It's not like Mexico's real Mexican food. Until you've had Mexico's food, you've never eat real Mexican food. I mean, seriously, you ain't. It might be a picture of it like you're eating what's that word I'm looking for? Like a tradition of it, but it's not traditional Mexican food. It's like you know what I mean? It's like made with different things. And, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's just different. That's to me, a taco truck is not Mexican food, in my opinion. And I'm not saying the tacos are not, I love tacos. I love, quesadillas, man. I love all that stuff. The melted white cheese on all the, the nacho souffle or whatever they're called, the chicken souffle and the steak souffle and the fajitas and all that stuff. But I just don't believe it's authentic Mexican food. Now, it's good.
Go. Oh, bullocks, that's good.
Oh, bullocks.
The first time Chipotle. This right here is a chicken.
Chipotle ain't that good. It's just steamed food in a freaking shell.
Queso burrito. Oh, go. Oh, bullocks, that's good.
See, I mean, yeah, if you like that kind of stuff, Norwegian, yeah.
You both a brisket sandwich.
Now, barbecue, yeah, I can get down with some barbecue. No matter what state I'm in, I love barbecue. Of course, everybody wants to fight and argue and say Texas is better, Memphis barbecue, Nashville, Florida barbecue, barbecue up north. I like trying different states barbecue, like different places, because it's not all the same. Some people use vinegar, some people use other recipes. Some people don't even use barbecue sauce when they're smoking their barbecue. They just barely season it and then they cook it. They don't smother it in barbecue sauce. They let you put the barbecue sauce on it. And I like that because I like eating barbecue that's smoked, like a Boston butt that's smoked for 18 hours, or some ribs. I don't want it drowned in barbecue sauce. I really don't. Like, I want it seasoned, dry rubbed, and then smoked. Let me put my own barbecue sauce on it, because I may not like your barbecue sauce. It may be too sweet, maybe too hot. I don't know. Just let me try it myself. And a lot of places will do that. A lot of places, but then you got the pulled pork. A lot of them will put barbecue sauce in the pulled pork. I don't. Don't put no sauce. Don't put no barbecue sauce. This is a message to everyone that does barbecue. Don't do it. Even if you're at home and you're smoking barbecue and cooking barbecue and all that, and you're having guests over, just do a dry rub, smoke it, and then let your guests put barbecue sauce on it if they want. Because I guarantee you 9 out of 10 of them will want to try it without the barbecue sauce. They want that flavor, that meat flavor. And that's what I like. I love the meat flavor. What do you guys think? You like barbecue? Where is some of the best barbecue you guys eat or you've had? That's what I want to know. Yeah, how about American Day? Totally agree. Hey, I'm serious. Hey, subscribe to the channel, man. I do all kinds of stuff over here. Live streams, videos, shorts. If you ain't already subscribed, I'm a proud American, man. I have no white guilt. I'm proud to come from where I come from. I'm Cherokee, Native, East Tennessee, and European, and I've got 3 or 4 different, a little Australia, France, different in me, Juneteenth is like Secretary Day. Yep, some bull crap. Hallmark. It is. It really is. No matter. Yeah, exactly. It don't matter to them. It doesn't matter there were white slaves. And I think there were white slaves before there was even black slaves. They only talk about it because it was here in America, and they keep saying 400 years ago. Yeah, exactly. 400 years ago. Get the fuck over it. It ain't going on now. There is slavery that goes on, but not here. It's in other countries. I've never owned any. My family never. Actually, to tell you the truth, I'm like the 6th or 7th generation of my family that was born in America. And guess what? My families back then lived off the land. They had land and they lived off of it. And their neighbors had land and they were black. And that's funny because here's the thing. A lot of people, and a black man made this point the other day. And let me just finish this up real quick. A black man made this point the other day. A camera came out in like 18 something, blah, blah, blah. They would have had pictures. Everything you see about black people picking cotton in slavery is art, is drawn, or pictures. It's never a real picture. It's like drawn or painted. It's never a photograph. And they did have cameras back then, guys. May not have been a million of them in everybody's homes, but they had them. And something like that. It's all propaganda they pushed. And they will show you certain black people that dress different picking cotton. That was their clothes. There's a difference of slave. And they're saying, oh, they're slaves. They're picking cotton. No, a lot of those slaves did not dress in regular clothes, especially the women, because there was a lot of women in the fields, they said. And this is coming from a black man. He did his history. He studied this and went back and did all this. And he even said, like 85% of those people that you see in those drawings and they're portraying that are out in those cotton fields picking, they were picking cotton off their own land. That was their land. They owned that land. They were working their own stuff. But people wants to push that shit more than what it is. And this is coming from a black pastor. And he's saying it's all, it was always propaganda. Like, you can never go and look and see a real photograph of a slave picking cotton. You know what I mean? Like, it's always drawn or painted or something, like they're trying to push like like every one of them was slaves. No, a lot of them actually owned land and all this stuff. It just dives into a big argument and it's stupid. I think it's all crock of shit in my opinion. Like I said, no barbecue sauce. Yeah, that's me. I like the flavor of the meat, man. I love the meat. I don't want barbecue drowned in my shit. North Carolina likes to use the vinegar. I like vinegar here and there. You know what I mean? I don't like it strong. I don't want it all over it, Captured in this way. Okay. Hi, how are you doing? Oh, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Hey, I hope you guys like the channel. Please subscribe if you do. We're going to try this.
We bought Buc-ee's.
You bought a brisket sandwich of some kind.
Show it.
All right.
Come
Oh,
on,
you
man.
will love this.
Greasy.
Greasy.
Okay,
I say leave the
taste
barbecue sauce off. Let me put it on myself. Now, that's like a Buc-ee's or a gas station barbecue. Now, if you go to Buc-ee's, they got good barbecue. You can sit and watch them how they do it. It's great. It's really good. I love their barbecue, like their burrito. Their breakfast burrito is awesome. All that stuff is good. They actually have barbecue sauce in it already because they're packing it and like people are buying it on the go to go. But I say make some without the barbecue sauce, man. Like I say no to the barbecue sauce. I like the flavor of the meat.
Was it?
I really do. I like it better without the barbecue sauce. And that's just me, you know. Like I just prefer it. Like if I go to a restaurant and order a steak, I'm not drowning my steak in A1 sauce. You know what I mean? I'm not putting sauce on my steak. I want that flavor of that steak. I want to eat that grilled steak, or I want how, you know what I mean? Like I want that meat flavor. I don't go and order meat like that and then drown it in sauces. I don't. Like now, if I do have A1 sauce, I may put it on the side of my plate or in a saucer or a little bowl. And then I may dip a piece of my steak into it here and there, but I'm not going to go and order a big, nice, expensive steak and then drown it in A1 sauce. That's not me. I want that meat. I want that flavor of the meat. I want to taste, because I love meat, man. I love to eat steaks and New York strips and beef and pork. Hear the Harleys? I got to get mine out. I got to hurry up and do these shows, man, because I got to get on my bike.
What do you think?
Yeah, he's Norwegian.
You ready to try?
Yeah, these are Norwegian.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for you.
What's your verdict?
She likes it.
We bought
She likes the meat.
Buc-ee's.
Did she say I like the meat? England fans try line dancing. I wish I could play it, but it's got music. It's funny to watch these people, man, because they're just like completely, look, these Europeans are like in Boston and yeah, look, he's like these South Koreans and shit. Yeah, look, China and all that. Like, yeah, look, man, I can do it. I can do the robot too. I can dance. Japan fans might never want to leave Texas. Yeah, they're in Texas. Yeah. Showing up these, that's funny. That's so funny. God, I think it's so funny.
He's grown. My country.
But yeah, mate. Look at that. What an amazing
patriotism and pageantry of the UFC 250 on the White House lawn. Now we've got the World Cup taking place in cities all across America. And as such, millions of visitors from all over the world, Europeans, Asians, South Americans, Scots, Germans, Norwegians, Japanese, they're all flooding into the United States for the greatest sporting event on earth. And what they're finding here is absolutely blowing their
Of course they are, because they have no clue how America is. They're just betrayed. They're just told.
They're finding something else entirely. And what they're saying about it is going completely viral. And it's absolutely
Europeans
beautiful.
reacting over America.
Whoa. I know you're from where you're from.
We're foreign. What we don't know what we're doing.
Stop with the knife.
Yeah, we don't eat barbecue like that, man. We don't eat barbecue like that.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Costco.
Yeah, we don't eat. Yeah, we don't like that. Let's check this out, mate. Good. Can y'all see this? Okay, cool.
I've been driving for 5 minutes now and I can't wipe this. I'm driving a Ram truck in America. Like, look.
I'm driving a Ram truck in America, listening to country music, he says. That's wild. Yeah. Yeah. Some of these people, they don't get it.
America, everything's fucking huge. This is your proof. Check out this car.
But that's not a car, lady.
It's
That's a
taller
truck.
than me. The wheels?
That's not a car. That's a truck.
All right, where my hips start.
And here's one of the reasons why they don't get our vehicles, because their roads ain't big enough. Not only do they not have the tariffs and the trade like we do, they really don't. And that's what one couple was saying. They don't trade with America for vehicles. And that's why Trump's always like, why don't they ever accept our shit? Why ain't they buying our stuff? They need to start buying our stuff. Well, their roads ain't even big enough. Their roads wouldn't even hold a truck this size.
Easy.
Americans, I need you to explain something to me, because in England, this would be insane. I keep seeing videos of Americans saying driving 2 hours to the gym like it's absolutely nothing. In England, 15 minutes in the car is considered a fairly long drive. You Americans will drive 3 hours and call it absolutely nothing. If we drive 3 hours in the UK, we are almost across the whole.
Shit, I jump on my Harley and I can do a 600-mile trip in just, a matter of hours and enjoy every minute of it. It's nothing. I love it.
Whole country.
And I get to see all the scenery, the different smells every 20 yards, and different things. And trust me, that's one thing we love to do over here. We love to travel. For some reason, a lot of people, no, not everybody, but a lot of Americans, I do. I love to travel. I love to be on, seeing scenery and different things.
You guys are built different when it comes to driving. So be honest with me. How many of you spend 2 to 3 hours a day driving, or maybe more? Like, what is your regular distance?
Okay, so on a good weekend, if I'm on my motorcycle, 600 miles to 1,000 mile weekend or more
that you drive. Be honest with me.
Hours. Yeah.
In the UK, this is completely shocking to people. Like when
hours,
I say, I'm doing a 3 hour drive,
riding
that's
my motorcycle
because I'm American now.
Now in a car, if I'm driving a far distance, it has to be really for something, like going to see family out of town that lives out of town, or somewhere, vacation. If I'm driving to Florida, that's like if I go to Florida, the North Florida is the Pensacola, Panama City area, the Panhandle, that's like a 12, 14-hour drive for me. And that's like including the gas stops and stuff. So, that's nothing. I can do that in, like I said, 12 hours, knock it out, less than a day.
Look at me as if I've just hurt their mother. You know what I'm saying? People aren't used to that in the UK. It's unfathomable. Unfathomable.
He says there's a lot of pussies in the UK. He's like, man, these people over here are weak. He said all they do is want to get drunk and go to the pub and get drunk. They don't want to explore. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to. Okay. It's amazing to see black people not know what chicken tastes like. Or that's funny.
Europeans.
This is the couple I'm talking about. They come over and spent like 3 months on the road, man. Like they traveled everywhere from California, New York to Florida, South, Tennessee, Virginia, Washington to Texas to everywhere. You should go watch their YouTube channel. They're called James and Sienna or something. They show a lot of America and they love it. I think they're actually trying to move over here. I tagged them in a video. Hopefully they get it and see it. Like they spoke to me on Instagram. Like they're not that big of a channel. It's like 7K subs or something like that.
Europeans have been laughing at the size of grocery stores in America for years and years. But now, as we said, the World Cup is on and they're experiencing it first hand. We have seen all over the internet people walking into places like Walmart and making videos because they are in shock at the size.
Yeah, they're not making fun of them now.
Of these things, the fact that they used to,
they're amazed.
I think their minds are being changed. They're starting to come round and see America for what it is
and understand it.
it's bigger and better than every other country. Everything in it is bigger and better.
Yeah.
People
just America.
are getting a real experience right now of America.
I think it's because we're
glad
such
the
a
World
big
Cup is
country.
in America.
Yeah.
I'm glad people are having to go there for the football.
Yeah,
you guys
me too.
soccer.
Even though we don't
Because
give a
it's
shit about
opening
soccer.
everybody's eyes up to
Yeah.
how amazing and diverse America really is, and huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
And maybe, hopefully now, the world is starting to realise how amazing the US is. The first time that James and I stepped into a Walmart was a crazy experience. First of all, we weren't expecting to see so many American flags hung up on the ceiling.
Everywhere.
It was incredible to see, and we were thinking, like, this would never happen in a UK supermarket.
I'm sorry, but there is not one thing that you can't buy in Walmart.
Yeah.
I saw there was a tire shop in there, canoes, guns.
Yeah, arrows. Is it arrows, knives?
Knives, arrows, everything. Toys, like food, anything you could ever think of is inside of Walmart.
Yeah.
Well, that's because we love our
You could get
Walmart.
lost in there for hours and hours.
And
I think
also,
one time, did we lose each other in there before?
Did they really?
Of course.
Huh.
We do. Sometimes me and trying to go into Walmart and we lose each other. for
How
a long
come
time.
they
European?
wonder why they're so amazed by it, but then they, they're like, that's crazy. Like,
Major that has come out of this World Cup event has been Europeans realizing that they have been lied to, ladies and gentlemen. They've
Yeah.
been told for the longest that the United States of America is filled with fat, lazy, rude Americans. And yet, now that they are here, they're experiencing something quite different. And they're not just in some of the typical places when you think of a New York City or a Los Angeles, California. No, they're in the South enjoying Southern hospitality in places such as Alabama and, of course, Texas, and getting a taste of American culture and enjoying some American staples. And so let's start right here.
I feel like I've been lied to.
okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Let's read some of these comments over here. So what you're saying is the news might be fake. Make me proud. Okay, makes me proud. I haven't felt proud of us in a long time, this person says. Then this other person says, Me Pune is the name. What kind of name is that? Me Pune? I'm in Georgia, 45 minutes from Mercedes-Benz. I haven't had the honor yet of running into a visitor out in the wild. Okay. Our birthday and everyone is invited, this one says. World Cup has brought so much to the U.S. in Boston. We've had the best with Scots. It seems like all the videos seems like they've had the best experiences on both sides. Okay, so we've had the best with Scots. They're so fun and glad all visitors are enjoying everything. I agree. Thank God. I am so proud. Now, has there somebody been robbed or assaulted? I'm sure it's not over yet. So I'm sure there's some that has not had the best experience, but 90% or 99%, in my opinion, probably has the best experiences. I would say there's still that 1% or so that will have not the greatest experience, and they'll be like, it was miserable because it was 80 degrees. Like, they're passing out in Texas, man. They're like, even the soccer teams are like, it's hot in our countries. It's hot. And then one guy's like, Americans warned us. We didn't listen. Americans warned us. It was hot because it's humidity. It's not a dry heat. There's humidity. When politics are in the mainstream, we, the humans, are awesome. Yeah, when the politics are not in the mainstream, exactly. We need this so badly. America does. They need a boost. We need like a lift. Like, everybody needs to be lifted up and reminded that America is great. America is like I keep saying, free.
A life about America.
I cannot speak English, but
I don't speak English, but I'm excited.
We don't have this kind of stadiums in Europe.
See?
No way.
We have none of this, he
Very
says.
good.
Texas is good.
Texas is good. Everybody loves Texas.
It's refreshing to see love for America. The fans really bringing the energy. And right in the middle of it all was NFL quarterback Jameis Winston.
A lot of
Never heard of him.
Rather negative news about the Americans in the last 5 years, let's say that.
It's amazing.
I think we are all enjoying the fact that this country is so great to visit. The people are amazing, so welcoming. The culture is amazing. It's like Europeans are getting a new view of America right now, I think, through our content, and that's cool.
Yeah, because they've been lied to.
This is just me speaking from experience, and I don't expect you to believe it. But if you want to hate the US, listen to the media. If you want to love the US, just drive across it. Believe me.
That's the best answer. That's the best answer I could say I've heard so far. If you want to hate America, listen to the media. If you want to love it, just drive across it. That's got to be the best answer I've heard, hands down, from any European. That's hands down. That's hands down.
Americans as rude, lazy, all the above, and it's further from the truth. The amount of hospitality.
This guy actually moved to Texas.
And care and pride Americans hold is truly like no other country I've been to. And to show you a perfect example of that, today is Flag Day, National Flag Day, and I went to the Huntsville Square. They did the whole ceremony where they lower the flag and I guess put a new flag up for the year.
Because you're being lied to, man.
Obviously followed by the American
you're
national
all being
anthem.
lied to.
And it was just so nice to see everyone get their hat, take it off, and respect the country.
Listen, it's a pleasure being here because if I never ever come to the USA, I would have never seen what actually goes on in America. But it's good being a Brit, coming here, and I've seen so much. And you know what? I actually really love it here.
My ancestors will not like me for saying this, but there are things America does that are better than the UK.
Huh.
These are three that I can think of right now. So if you're American, let me know if you could live without these things. Number one, college sports. In the UK,
I can live without
university
college
sports
sports.
is basically 7 people playing football next to a car park.
See?
In America, college sports looks like the Olympics had a
I could
baby
do
with the
without
Super
college
Bowl.
sports.
We're talking sellout
No big deal to
crowds,
me.
marching
I could care
bands,
less.
fireworks, mascots on a paid salary. I thought people would stop supporting their college teams. Oh no. I asked somebody, how long will you support this team for? You know what they said? Forever. In the UK, our university mascot is just a bloke named Jacob with a stained hoodie. Number 2, drive-through banks. When I first saw one, I just thought Americans had become too lazy to commit financial fraud indoors. But honestly, incredible idea. In Britain, going to the bank feels like you're attending a council meeting about your financial decline. In America, you can still deposit a check while being emotionally supported by your car seat and an iced coffee. That is
That's
innovation.
crazy.
And finally, endless refills. This nearly moved me to tears. In Britain, if you ask for another Coke, they look at you like you've requested a second mortgage, and it'll cost you an extra £4 every time. But in
That's
America,
crazy.
Oh, the waiter just appears every 6 minutes like some fizzy drink.
That's
Guardian
crazy.
Angel. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for appearing. Hey, would you like a refill? Absolutely. I had one Sprite in Texas that I'm pretty sure technically never ended. So yeah, they are 3 things America absolutely
That's funny.
got right.
That's so
You know
funny.
what's really refreshing about hearing all that?
Yeah.
Is because so often, especially in today's time, you always hear people complaining.
Yeah.
You know, you got people out there who love to complain about the things that are wrong with
true.
America.
Yeah.
And
But they
it's
never say
refreshing
what's
to
good
get a
with
reminder
America.
and hear people
Yeah.
who obviously they're
I
experiencing
agree.
America for the first time.
So many
of
people
them,
complain
and
about
talking
America
about
that live here.
everything that is right. And yeah, of course, America's not perfect.
Yeah.
But when you talk about everything that makes this country great, there's a whole lot that people take for granted, and people kind of just
I
don't
agree.
realize they're very blessed to be able to have just by being born
I
in
will
this
agree.
country and having certain privileges, regardless of your skin color. You just got certain privileges because you were born in America,
See,
and you
I
get
said it.
access to certain things.
I've been
that
saying
other
it for
countries
years.
Clearly,
I've been saying it for years. Regardless of your skin color, we're privileged. We all are. Because like I said, I think Americans forget sometimes because all that is portrayed in the media is negative things about America. And I think a lot of Americans, hopefully this wakes up a lot of Americans and makes them think, you know what? We do have all this stuff. We are lucky. We are privileged. You know, I've been saying it for years. It has nothing to do with white privilege or black privilege or, pro America, pro black, pro white. It's American privilege. We're all privileged. Just like he said, I've been saying this forever. We're privileged. We have everything at our fingertips. We can get up and get in the vehicle and drive anywhere we want if we want to. Buy anything we want to.
it's not the norm. And so it's wonderful to kind of see people from the outside
looking in,
it and kind of give everybody a little bit of a reminder of
it's like a refresh course
to have such a great country.
Yeah,
so
you love
pick up
this
right
country
here where you got a gentleman from France, and he said, I just had Texas barbecue for the first time, better than any moment in my life. And so take a look at this.
Mesdames et messieurs,
he's like, I'll give my left whatever.
L'Amérique. As French, we need to stop saying Vive la France and start saying Vive l'Amérique. This place is incroyable. C'est incroyable. I just had Texas barbecue for the first time in my life. Poof. better than any moment in my life. And I'm married. Oh, but in France, you have the crêpes, le chocolat, le croissant. No, I give my left croissant for a Texas brisket.
He give
Don't
his left.
even get me started on Costco. Costco is bigger than my village where I live.
That's funny.
Major that has come out.
That's so funny. I love it. That's funny, man. That you can't beat that. That's funny. That's awesome, man. How Europeans talk about America.
Say everything is bigger in America. Yeah, right. Please, they have gas. They still have these.
I can't. It's got music in it, guys. Sorry.
All I care is this. All I care about is this. Like seeing
Fucking music. Why do these people play music in their TikToks? It's ridiculous.
Absolutely never get old for me is logging onto these apps and seeing Europeans or people from around the world reacting and enjoying American culture. Like I struggle.
Yeah, everybody says we don't have culture.
States and
White people don't have culture. No, we do. And we also have American culture.
First time reminds me that there are a lot of things to appreciate about it, even if it's just the little things, and those things are kind of silly. But just watching people fall in love with like ridiculous.
Yeah, this comment, Will Thompson says, this World Cup is giving massive Breakfast Club vibes. It's kind of funny. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Breakfast Club is the old movie, the 80s movie. Remember that? Breakfast Club? Where everybody's like different. They come in and they all become friends at the end and all that, you know. Kind of funny. Feels like America is meeting the world for the first time. It does. It kind of, seriously, it really does. It does. It seems like we're meeting the world because they've been told their whole life America's bad. We're mean, you know.
Things like
and now we're getting to
House
meet
or
all
Taco
these
Bell.
different countries, from Australia to South Korea, China to, you know, UK, Europe, different France, Irish, you know, Scotland, you know, people. We're getting to meet all. Well, I'm not meeting them, but we're getting to see all these people, and it's kind of like that, man. I love that quote. It's like we're getting to meet the world for the first time, and they're getting to meet us and getting to see our culture and, you know, land.
It's extremely hilarious. This is also partially because the Taco Bell abroad is just not good.
Bro, Taco Bell in America ain't no good. What are you talking about? Taco Bell ain't no good abroad. Dude, Taco Bell sucks here, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Nah, I'm joking. Taco Bell, if you want to sponsor me, you can. If you think you can do good and send me some good food, hit me up. Okay, this comment says, I'm just glad that people can see we actually do have a culture. Okay, I mean, there's very much a national culture and then a individualized state culture. Yeah, I agree. All our states is very different. We have our own culture and stuff like that. I'm kind of glad a few people can see that. It's been rather enjoyable. Yes, I agree, they replied. That's a lot of experience and appreciation, and that the country is massive. Yeah, it is. This country is massive. We're realizing how big the United States really is.
Extremely validated, in my opinion, on that. And yes, I'm aware it's fast food. It's not supposed to be good. I get that.
Exactly,
But also
dude. It's
seeing
just
people
Taco Bell, bro. Taco Bell sucks.
Oh my God!
Seeing
I've
Europeans
seen
going
videos
through
of
culture
people
shock
from
in America.
Europe,
It's
particularly
therapeutic.
the UK, and then they come and then they are confused.
Yeah.
America will humble you. Listen, America will humble you. Yeah, so many experiences, so many cultural shocks, with people coming from the UK, particularly Europe, right? Europe, UK, what have you, countries in Europe. They come to America and then they are surprised. Like the cultural shock, the things they see, and I'm really enjoying the videos. And especially those who are driving in America, like those who came from Europe or the UK. Let me say the UK.
Yeah,
and
it's
then they
funny.
are driving in America. Like their videos are just so funny. And especially if they are driving in the hot town, places like, Houston, driving in Houston, driving in Dallas, driving in New Jersey, driving in New Jersey. You want to drive in New Jersey? God damn! Look, someone who has driven in quite a number of states for some time, and I've done cross country driving from the East Coast to the West Coast. So I can say that I have the right to talk about driving, right? Driving in America. Yes, I've not been here for long, but I've driven in quite a number of states. Listen, especially with New Jersey. Oh, New Jersey. There are ramps within ramps. New Jersey, you killed my God. But that's just besides that. The roads in Houston and Dallas, my God. And somewhere, Georgia, like all those videos are just so funny. They're just so funny. Like they don't, to them, first of all, the roads are too big. The roads are too big to drive in. Like it's so big for them. And then the exits and then the ramps and the connections and all of those things. It's just so confusing. Anyway, you guys make it nice, I love it. I love the reviews. Yeah. Am I the only one who is enjoying this? Like it's anytime I want to laugh, I just go online and then I watch these videos of tourists coming to the States, and like they're like, wow, America is different. Yes, it is different. Oh my God. I'm seeing videos of people from Europe, particularly the UK, and then they come and then
it's completely wild how these people are reacting. Like this guy's like people don't. Let me pause this. I want to explain one thing, guys. This guy lived in a country where there was communism. They didn't have a lot. He's talking about a Coca-Cola fountain drink here.
I can refill this 1,000 times.
Yeah, but you won't drink 1,000 cups of Coca-Cola.
You don't know me. And it's free.
You paid for it. You paid it.
Once.
Bro, slow down. Slow down.
It's cold.
Fabio.
It is. It is a privilege to live here.
Slow down. Why?
I mean,
because it's free.
Well, I don't use TikTok. I just use it for this reason. I don't really, God bless you too. Subscribe, like, comment if you want to. Check out the rest of the live streams, the shorts, the videos I post. I hope you enjoy it. This guy lived in a communist country. He's like, you don't get it, man. You don't understand when you don't have anything. He even said in the longer video interview with him, he was telling the guy, you don't understand. We couldn't even have bananas, in our country. We couldn't have certain things. He's like, you don't get it. When I can have something like this is amazing, So people don't understand that, man. They just think that
America,
I know everybody is privileged like us, and they're not.
You honestly believe
not everybody has what we have.
No, absolutely not.
That's the thing people don't understand.
The US doesn't even know that we're actually playing in the World Cup.
Exactly.
They just think we're hosting it.
Who cares?
So videos of Americans finding out that we're actually playing is entertaining.
Yeah,
but the real entertainment
I know they are.
Is Europeans coming to the US and
who cares if
finding things like ranch dressing?
Who cares if people in America
Walmart,
don't give a
CVS,
shit about it?
Texas Roadhouse. Those videos have been so entertaining. I don't know what you've seen on your FYP, but it's been good content. I saw someone go into a Walmart and be excited about mac and cheese balls.
Yeah, well,
I saw another guy
that's just
get
life.
a lobster roll and think the clam chowder was a dipping sauce, which, it's not a terrible idea. A lot of people think you can just kind of walk to the stadium across I-95. Definitely not a thing. And the heat's been a big thing. So sorry about that, but it's not that hot yet. But I think this is enough entertainment to get me through the World Cup. So keep it coming.
America.
Exactly.
I know you guys are
a lot of Americans are waking up to it,
For real, best content on social media right now has to be Europeans discovering how great America is.
Driving a ramp truck in America. Like, look how sick this is.
Can't play the music though. Everybody wants to put music in their shorts.
How kind,
like they think it helps.
These neighborhoods look exactly the same as.
The American flags are where people have race flags. Yeah. Race car flags. Yeah. This old couple just passed this morning.
Big gas stations are.
Only America can make a gas station an attraction that everybody wants to come and see.
They had no idea how breathtaking the natural beauty is.
There really is, like no other. I honestly think unless you live in America, or unless you visit here, you can't really comprehend how nice these areas are.
The stadiums, European stadiums, do not get even close. Probably for the first time, they're not listening to media outlets telling them America is a country in decline, filled with hateful, racist people. No, they are witnessing in real life how friendly, kind Americans are, how prosperous, rich this nation is, why this is the greatest country in the world. Reality beats narrative every single time. For real, best content on social media right now has to be Europeans discovering how great America is.
Driving a Ram truck in America. Like, look how sick this is. Country music on the radio.
Europeans are impressed by American neighborhoods, how kind, how nice Americans are.
These neighborhoods look exactly the same as every movie you've ever seen. The American flags, people have got race flags up. This old couple just walked past me and they go, "Good morning." I was like, "What the hell? You guys talk to each other here?"
They are impressed by how big gas stations are.
Only America can make a gas station an attraction that everybody wants to come and see.
They had no idea how breathtaking the natural beauty is.
There really is, like no other. I honestly think unless you live in America, or unless you visit here, you can't really comprehend.
I don't think you can either.
How nice these areas are.
The stadiums, European stadiums, do not get even close. Probably for the first time, they're not listening to media outlets telling them America is a country in decline, filled with hateful, racist people. No, they are witnessing in real life how friendly, kind Americans are, how prosperous, rich this nation is, why this is the greatest country in the world. Reality beats narrative every single time.
West Virginia.
For real,
Awesome,
best
man.
content on social media.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. How do you go wrong with that? That's great. You know, I tell you, it's a culture shock for a lot of people. You know, they don't get it because they don't understand that America has been built on so much. And we love America here. I don't care what anybody says. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to fix something real quick. Oh, son of a bitch. Keep messing it up. What do you guys think? I mean, are you more appreciated now that, you know, maybe you're seeing these videos for the first time? Or do you think that, you know, why would it do that? Why does it do that every time I do it? Wait. No, that's not the one I want. I think a lot of people are starting to realize that America is a lot better than they were told, you know? Like, seriously, like, people don't get it, but America is a lot better than they've been told. Like, a lot of people are just, I think, blown away by what we have here, like how our states are. Everybody's different, you know, and we're all just not all, but everywhere they're going is like so friendly and so welcoming. You know what I mean? Like, let's see what
European
this
soccer fans are saying they are having out-of-body experiences
See?
trying Golden Corral here in the United
Amazing.
States of America during the World Cup. It's kind of been like a diplomatic exchange of sorts. Europeans, folks
true.
from all over the world are coming to the United States, and they're trying true American delicacies
food.
like Golden Corral. And as one European from Sweden,
I would say they need to try more like
out-of-body
apple
experience
pie
trying
and like
the Golden Corral restaurant between out-drinking Americans in Boston. That's Scottish
they can. That's fine. They can
and
out
now experiencing the wonders of true American cuisine in Golden Corral. Fans from across the world are really having a cultural awakening.
I could care less about the drinking.
And it's not just that Golden, like Outback Steakhouse and the Blooming Onion. They're trying
Blooming Onion.
biscuits
Yeah, that's
at
awesome.
Texas
The Blooming
Roadhouse
Onion's
and
awesome,
more.
man.
As always,
Oh, if you guys
want
to follow me on TikTok, you're over there. It's under Classic Ray.
European soccer fans are saying they are having
just
out-of-body
follow me over there
experiences
under TikTok.
trying Golden
I make
Corral
videos
here in
over
the
there
United States
too.
of America
On
during the
TikTok.
World Cup. It's kind of been like a diplomatic
You can subscribe
exchange
here
of
too on
sorts.
this one. I do
Europeans,
all
folks
kinds.
from all over the world are coming to the United States, and they're trying true American
I like
delicacies
they do over
like
there
Golden
big
Corral.
for the
And as
government.
one
Everything.
European from Sweden, also said
Now you know why
it was
the
an
government wants to
out-of-body
bring in the third world.
experience
Yeah,
trying
garbage.
the
They
Golden
don't want to
Corral
bring the
restaurant
rest of the world
between out-drinking
up to our
Americans in
standard.
Boston. That's
Exactly.
Scottish fans, by the way.
They want to bring us
And
down
now
to the third world.
experiencing the wonders of
So
true
I agree,
American
Evil.
cuisine
I
in
agree,
Golden
buddy.
Corral. Fans from across the world are really having
I agree.
a cultural awakening.
I agree. I agree. They do.
We have a lot of rather negative news about the Americans in the last 5 years, let's say that. And I think we're all enjoying like the fact that this country is so great.
I don't think Jake Taffer, if this is Jake Taffer, I think it is. I don't think he was prepared for this, man. I mean, seriously, I don't think he was prepared for people saying, because this is like the only interview I can find on CNN. And I think after this guy spoke about the media, I think CNN was like, yeah, we're not going to have anyone else on because it makes us look bad. Of course, we're left-leaning propaganda media. We're fake too, we're fake news.
To visit, the people are amazing, so welcoming, and the culture is amazing. It's like Europeans are getting a new view of America right now. I think through our content, and that's cool. I think
He knows.
The media
Yeah,
portrays
yeah,
Americans as
he knows that.
rude.
Let's see, we've been through this.
European mind blown. They can't comprehend what we've got going on over here. We've known this. We've been telling them for like 4 college football seasons, pre-games, that they can't comprehend what we got going on over here.
Oh, Lord.
This is nothing new.
Europeans realizing that they've been lied to about the United States of America in real time. As they discover Buc-ee's, they discover everything, and they're losing their minds. They're here for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Buc-ee's is going viral.
Yes. Oh, Lord.
treaties.
Yeah, Bucky's nuts
Fudge.
is the best.
This is what everyone gets.
Bucky's nuts.
It is the best.
Yeah, Bucky's
I
nuts.
couldn't
help myself. Fudge is the
It'll work unless I can find the right one. Oh, there you go.
Nuggets of bug in a red.
Now we also had to get him something a little bit more American, so we got him a camo Jeep shirt. Now we're about to take you to get the best beef jerky.
Holy fuck!
Korean barbecue, and the size of the
thing
fountain
about
ring
beef
cup.
jerky is
Let's
about
go.
every
No.
time you.
I can't believe all this is in one petrol.
I think my buddy
Of the United States of America.
my buddy Tom Meadows, Tom, he loves the lemon, like the lemon lime or something jerky. I think that's his favorite. Shout out to Tom. He rides brown sugar. Professional Monkey, shout out to him. Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to the Thumper. Shout out to Dina. Sorry, Dana. Sorry, Dina. I'm sorry. Shout out to all my peoples.
Okay. I'm in America. When they say everything in America is big, I understand it. Why the hell is this quesadilla the size of my head? And I've got
passes on, they're not being harassed, nothing. If they were South Africa, gosh, first of all, I wouldn't be able to walk through this blimmin' park by myself.
everything just big, ginormous.
Yeah, everything is. I've seen that one. I wanted to see this one react.
This is what it's like living in America. Everything's fucking huge.
Yeah,
This is your
everything's huge. Yeah, everything's big.
So I just saw a video where apparently the Europeans and British are freaking out over American thunderstorms and lightning storms because they're all coming here
this
now
is
for the
funny.
World Cup. And they're just like, what do you mean it's always like this? And as somebody who
There's real
travels a lot, I
tornadoes
just
like
want to
this?
point out that
They're
anytime if you're
real?
an American and you travel somewhere, you
Like,
say
I
you're
think
traveling
70 or
somewhere,
80%
the Europeans and the British are like, you better do your research. Look at my weather patterns.
Yeah, because I think like 70 or 80% of tornadoes in the world is in America. Hits America. And one guy sees a sign with a tornado and he's like, is that for real? Do they mean this?
And traffic patterns and
I don't
culture,
think-
and you better not be an uncultured swine, you nasty American. But God forbid they do the exact same thing when they come here, because they're just like, what do you mean Texas is nothing like Gloucester, Hampshire, and Southwest England? That's only 10 minutes from London, but God forbid you say it's London. It's not London, it's Gloucester, Hampshire.
Mhm.
It's a whole different city.
Yeah.
And we're just like, yeah, no, like you guys get like misty rain in England. And I'm not kidding. If you've ever been to England, a
Well,
lot of their
it's
rain,
mist. Yeah,
what
it's
Americans
like,
would consider that is mist.
Yeah.
Like as a Floridian myself, it's mist. Like when you go stand in line at a theme park and those fans have like the misty fans, that's what it's felt like in the 4 or 5 times I've been there now. And it rains. It's just misty. So like when they're like, it's been raining for 4 days in England and I'm slightly damp. Meanwhile, like if it rains for 4 days straight
rain
in
last
here
night
or in
so hard
Texas,
here, it
like
was
whole
crazy.
houses are wiped away.
Yeah, because we had rain here, last month for like 15 days straight. Like it was awful. Our rivers was overflowing. It was flooding down in the valleys. Like it rained so hard last night. It like knocked 2 or 3 limbs out of one of my trees. Like it's not, we know what a mist is. I can deal with the misty morning like it was this morning, foggy and misty. I've been waiting for the sun to dry up all the roads.
Here because the water just slicks them away. And the British are like, what do you mean your rain in America is different than our rain? It should be a misty fog that gently lends upon my nose and makes me go, ooh,
the
it's
Smoky
wet.
Mountains. Yeah.
And the lightning should be in a distance because if it's loud, I might shat my pants. And I'm sitting here being like, in Florida, I've seen a house get struck by lightning. I've definitely met one person in my life who's been struck by lightning. Just wear rubber shoes, you'll be fine. Also, if you get struck by lightning once, like just don't go outside again.
Yeah, I've been in a tornado here in Tennessee. So I mean it's amazing. You know, Europeans they're complaining about American heat. Like they said it was hot in South Africa and their countries. They come here and they're like, dude, it's only 80 degrees. It's the humidity. Like this is like spring. Like this, it ain't even summer yet. And they're like, what? And yeah.
European World Cup teams are
They're
pissed.
they're
So it
passing
just
out,
happened on the news.
down,
These
everything,
European
man.
teams are
Yeah, look at
complaining
them.
about how hot it is in America.
Yeah.
Not only did Norway have to stop their practice
Oh,
midway
yeah.
through,
They
they
had-
are in the state of Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Right now in early June in North Carolina, it is 90 degrees and humid. And these Norwegian players literally had to stop what they were doing because they could not take the heat.
They can't take it. None of these teams are, and the ones that's in Texas, they're like, it's too hot. It's crazy. We're like, they're having to take water. They're like, yeah, Americans tried to warn us. They told us before we got here to, put ice in their water and they're like, we drink, because they don't drink ice water. They drink room temperature water, which I do too. I buy cases I don't. I have them delivered here from Sam's because we're so far out of town, like an hour and a half from any city. Here's the thing. I have like 6 or 8, 42 packs of water delivered here every month to my home. Now, that's privilege. And I leave them stacked and I drink them. My kids don't drink them we don't put them in the fridge. We don't get them cold. And I tell you why, because when you're hot, you're working in the yard, you're bush hogging, mowing, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can even be sitting here. If you have ice cold water, yes, it's good for you when you're crazy hot. But if you have ice cold water and you're drinking it, it goes through your body quicker. So if you just drink room temperature water, it actually helps your body and it actually hydrates you better. Seriously, shout out to Thumper for getting me hooked on room temperature water and teaching me that it's a lot better, and ice cold water runs through your system. Now, if you're hot and sweating, you're about to pass out, the best way to do is do not drink ice cold water. You can sip on it. You barely sip on it because it'll give you cramps. Take a cold water, ice cold water out of a water hose or a water bottle and pour it on your pressure points in your wrist and both hands. Pour them down your wrist, on your hands, on your arms, on your pressure points down your wrist. You will cool off in a matter of just minutes. Seriously. Like there's so many ways of doing things to cool off and with cold water.
You have what is supposed to be the most greatest warriors in history that literally can't
look
even
at 'em.
handle a little.
They're having to put ice packs. They're throwing up. They're sick because they're overheating in 80-degree weather.
Little bit of sun. It gets even more worse. So the English team was in South Florida. What's even more insane is that England doesn't even have a game in South Florida. They were just practicing there for the love of the game. Well, they were actually there to acclimate themselves.
Yeah.
The climate is literally so much more hotter than they could have ever imagined that they immediately regretted it. Yeah, it's literally Florida in the summer. I don't think that there is any climate in America more uncomfortable than that. I can't wait for all these European people to come to the USA and realize how great it is to have air conditioning and ice.
No, they don't have air conditioning. They don't have dryers. They don't have.
All right, lads. So apparently I'm here for the World Cup final and some of my own countrymen are preferring American food to the UK food because they think it's better. Well, I'm saying that's rubbish, and allow me to explain. So right now, I've got
Why do you think you need music
nothing but rubbish.
in your video?
Here we go.
I can't stand this shit. It's ridiculous. I mean, not just for the copyright issue. It doesn't make sense to put music unless you're doing something dramatic. That's not that dramatic, dude. You're just tasting the chicken sandwich,
for
bro.
the first time and like fall in love with it is so interesting because when I went to Europe, when I was studying abroad in Europe, I was fighting for my life. The food, no shade. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. The only good food I had really was in France. Other than that, I'm not gonna lie. And I went to a lot of countries. The food was not good.
That's what they
I
say.
definitely came back a good amount skinnier than when I left.
I've heard a lot of Europeans say that.
And that's okay.
That food over there in Europe is no good.
I just wanted seasoned food.
Yeah, they don't have seasons or flavors. They're not allowed to have.
Now, I'm not
those
gonna chicken out. I'm
seasons.
gonna tell you where I was staying. I was staying in Barcelona for like.
They say everybody
that's where I
says.
studied, right?
Well, here's the thing. They say America has, so many seasons in food. Like, oh, their food is so poisoned. There's so many poisons. Seasoning is not poison. Pepper, seasonings, flavors is not poison to me. That's to me. And that one couple says that it's ridiculous because to Europe and certain countries like Australia, different places like that, they're not allowed to have seasonings. They're not allowed to have all that stuff because they say that they think America is strict on their food. They're like, yeah, right, man. Like when they come over here, they're eating the food and they're like, yeah, you should taste our food. It sucks. And we have actually more poisons in our food than America. And I'm like, that's crazy.
And I tried.
Shout out to RFK Jr. for trying to keep our children safe and get all these red dyes and poisons out of our food because that shit is hurting us.
Different types of paella, a lot of types of paella. And I will tell you the best paella I've ever had in my life is my Jamaican auntie making it back in the US. No shade. The flavor profile is just different.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it really is.
And I don't even blame Europeans for falling in love with American food. Could just been my fat ass as I moved to America.
That is some of the best food in the world. Breakfast food. Yes. Pancakes. I love pancakes. I love making pancakes on my big flat 4-burner Blackstone. But you can't beat bacon and biscuits and eggs and gravy. And I mean, one couple was like, what do you want us to try? What would be good to try? And I'm like, well, if you go to the Southeast, try beans and cornbread, but you got to get the pinto beans that are cooked slow for hours. That's cooked with, like onions cut up in them, like some onion, and some beans and cornbread. Crumble your cornbread up, put your beans and juice over your cornbread. Oh man, eat it with some sliced onion or something. Oh God, you can't beat cornbread and beans. Real cornbread. I'm not talking about store-bought box cornbread or yellow cornbread. I'm talking about my mama's or my granny's homemade cornbread in a cast iron skillet. It's the best. But breakfast food is some of my favorite food in the world.
And I don't even blame Europeans for falling in love with them.
Breakfast food has got to be one of my most favorite breakfast
One of the best
foods.
things about the World Cup being in America is all of
Here, let's play the music again. You guys are ridiculous, man. Here, let's try this. I don't know. I think it's crazy. I hope you guys have enjoyed this show. I really do. I think that most people don't understand how lucky we are and privileged. So I believe it as an American. I believe we're privileged. I believe there's no white privilege. I believe we're all privileged. like I said, I love all you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications so you know when I go live every day. Also, you can support the channel right there going across the screen. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. We need your guys' support. We try to bring all you guys the entertainment as we can. Also, check out my other videos and my other live streams. I need to get my watch hours to 4,000. I'm around 1,000 right now. I can get remonetized once I get my 4,000 watch hours back, guys. Watch the shorts. Shorts don't count as watch hours, but they do count as for views. And subscribe to the channel. And we will be back either later tonight or in the morning around 10, 11 o'clock. We're going to do another one. So stay in your lane or crash the damn thing.